閉じたら落ちてくガラスの迷路、ひび割れた声まだ消えないまま、封じた記憶、誰かの夢にすり替わる名前さえ今奪われてく。聞こえるか胸の奥できしむ鎖の叫び、逃げないで選ぶんだ自分だけの芯を。一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてく。ささやく嘘切り裂きながら、覚めないなら夢を燃やせ。一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせて、かけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ。黒いタイピング、運命にコードが刺さる。笑うシステム、感情を食らう。震えた指でログアウト先を探してる。でも君の手が確かにここにある。忘れるな偽物でも選ぶ痛みはリアル。奪えない願いだけが最後のパスワード。一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてく。ささやく嘘切り裂きながら、覚めないなら夢を燃やせ。一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせて、かけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えていけ。必殺君の声で暗いスクリプトを壊して一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を更新してく。挟むく影抱きしめながら、傷ついても夢を離すな。一つ操られた未来を君と一緒に飛び越えて、交差してくストーリー今始まりに帰ろう。
All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, you got to bring it in. Listen, I apologize, motherfuckers. All right. I apologize. No, I'm not late because I was hanging out in Cassie's stream. No, I was not late because I was trolling New Blackstreet. I was late because I was having technical difficulties. And I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. And then by the time I figured it out, I was like, oh shit, it's already late. Let me just start at 10 instead of like 9:36. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm late. Sorry. And I mean, to be fair, while I was waiting to fix things, I absolutely was entertaining myself by trolling New Blackstreet. So, I mean, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. But guys, get in here, man. Listen, it's the beginning of the week. When am I ending the stream? I'm ending the stream in like 2.5 hours like I normally do. Guys, get in here, man. Come on. It's a Sunday. It's almost the end of the month. We had people arguing before the stream even started. It's absolutely insane. Get in here right now. Come on, we gotta hug it out, boys. We gotta hug it out. I don't care how grumpy you are right now. Get in here, let's go. And listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Do it.
Nanami Hikaru PlayStation boycott escalates. Halo meltdowns. God of Laundry returns. Was not a core at 11. Scampus appearance. Find out on Hypnocast tonight.
Wait. Hold on. So this is a double felting. All right. This is a double felting. Okay. Because here, listen. So I forgot to pause the TTS, right? I forgot to pause the TTS. So D Draconic would have normally gotten one up on me, right? Because I forgot to pause it. However, not only did I felt myself, but D Draconic felt it himself because he misspelled it and the voice didn't get read out. So that was a double felting, boys. It's beautiful. And if you guys are watching over on Rumble, like the stream. Do it. Do it. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, that is impossible, and you're probably almost as gay as Toxin for gifting me Halo campaign evolved. And by the way, me and Wizard, we were fighting. Me and Wizard were fighting. It was, it was pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
You are gay!
Pretty bad. I'm just kidding. We weren't fighting. I just, I was like, I really don't want to play this shit. And he was like, yeah, but I kind of want to review it. And I'm like, so you're going to sacrifice me so that you can review the game, you son of a bitch? It's amazing, man. It's like, it'd be your own. It'd be your own, boys. All right, guys, listen, we got to do the Bigot Army roll call. But before we do that, man, it is Sunday, which means we got to get into the tournament, boys. Listen, we had a great exhibition match between two versions of Tifa on Friday. It was hilarious. It was fantastic, but it is time to get back into the business, boys. All right. So listen up, man. On the last battle, it was not exactly shocking, but it was shocking enough that the battle was very close. I think it was like a $5 or less difference in the last battle, but it ended up being Sonya Blade taking the victory against Yuri, and she moved on to the next round to go face Angel in the next round. But today, we are going to have an interesting little battle going on. It's a battle between Dead or Alive and Tekken. We got none other than Nanami versus Eliza. Ladies and gentlemen, that's today's battle. That's today's battles, boys. So if you like the good girl or if you like the bad girl, that's really where you are. That's really where you're voting. Let us know in the supers. You got to put the names first at the beginning of every super chat for it to count. Otherwise, it's not going to count, and you're going to make me sad. You're going to make me really sad, boys. All right? Let us know in the supers, and let's get into the Bigot Army roll call, man. Who's here, ladies and gentlemen? Who's here on this beautiful day? It is a gorgeous day. We got Germs007. What's going on, Germs? How you doing? We got the Fourth Wall guy in the chat. What's going on, Fourth Wall guy? We got Scampus. Did I just get an Unk alert? Why did I just get an Unk alert? What did I do? What did I do for the Unk alert? We got Handy in the chat as well. We got Sonya Lisette is here. We got Pratermind is here. We got Gaming Wolf 87. We got Faye Summers here. We got Matthew. What's going on, Matthew? Not saying Hero Priest. You know how I feel about this. You know how even if you're gonna hug people, you have to hug people while saying Hero Priest. That's what you got to do, man. I've come to expect it by now. Black Tailgate. What's up, Black Tailgate? Dark Tenave is here. We got Hanny is here. Titan Wasp is here. Charlie Nuclear is here. We got Dark Tenave is here. Gaming Wolf 87 is here. We got Time Bound Howler. We got Felstef. We got Mr. Melancholy. We got Pratermind. We got Nick Havoc. 666. We got Signo in the chat. We got Ron DFK is here. What's going on, Ron? We got Matthew saying Hero Priest. There we go. That's better. That's much better. We got Sam Fisher is here. Monkey Man 04. We got Super Saiyajin is here. What's going on, man? We got, let me scroll down. Hold on. We got, Jesus Christ, man, the same people spamming nonstop. Holy shit. We got, hold on. Mad Moon Innovations. What's going on, man? The Devil Max sent me the Unk Alert. What did I deserve? Why do I deserve that? We got Commander Sonok is here. What's going on, man? We got Romanizer 24. We got Ali Kusanagi. What's going on, bro? We got Oliver Adam. We got Thanos is here. What's going on, Thanos? We got Antran in the chat. What's going on, bro? We got Wolf. He says, what's up? Playing Power World. Yeah, you and like 100 people on my friends list. So, yeah. I'm not surprised by that. Not surprised. I haven't been able to really play that much in the last 2 days, sadly. But we'll be jumping back on that. Not today. Not on stream anyway, but we'll be jumping back on that. Who else we got? Black Tailgate. What's going on, brother? We got Dade404. We got Limitless Andre. Ian Christmas. He says, I made it today. What's going on, man? We got Devil Max. What's going on? Tanya Raven says, I'm not here again. It's a lot of times to not be here. We got Nitro Buds. What's going on, Nitro Buds? Lucky Boy. Unmasked Shinobi. What's going on, bro? It's Pokey Rays. What's going on? Mystic Vegeta. What's going on, Mystic Vegeta? How you doing? We got Lady Time Wasp is here. What's going on, Lady Time Wasp? Matthew motherfucking Watson. What's going on, Matthew Watson? How you doing, bro? Let's see. What else we got? We got Uper. What's going on, Uper? How you feeling? We got Dragatello in the chat. We got Dark Vex OG. What's going on, Dark Vex? Saiyan Wizard is in the chat as well. What's going on, man? Adrian Hanma is here as well. We got Bleak Sand is here also. What's going on, Bleak Sand? We got Red Ogre is here. What's going on, Red Ogre? How you doing? All right, 4 more people, man. Wait, what? No hearts left. That thumbnail's when Hypnotic sees a pal that he won sensually. Is all of this fucking necessary? Is it truly necessary? I just wonder sometimes. You know, I just wonder sometimes. But in any case, 4 more people. And then we got to get on with the show, man. Let's see. Who's over there on Rumble? I see people on Rumble. What's going on? We got Sargon over on Rumble. What's going on? Deidre Connick is over there on Rumble as well. T-Jap is there on Rumble. Torinol is there on Rumble as well. What's going on, guys? We got Spike Toilet Paper. What's going on, dude? How you feeling? We got Democulus over there on Rumble as well. And last but not least, we got Life Ferret over there on Rumble. Mayo Riot over there on Rumble. Without a membership. Oh my god, that's the first person I've seen without a membership over on Rumble. That's weird. That is weird. Genetic Spore over there on Rumble. And let's see. We got Democulus on Rumble. We got Deadeye's Lock over there on Rumble. And that's basically it. All right, boys, listen. Called out as many people as I possibly could today. Look at this. Cool Cats Beats says subbed. Let's fucking go. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Picket Army member. Let's send somebody to HR at the beginning of this week. Let's send them straight to HR. And you know what? Listen, the HR room is going to be PlayStation's HR room. That's how bad it's going to be. If you get sent to HR today, it's going to be PlayStation's HR. You're not going to like it. You're not going to like... Wait, what? Hypno hiding his DSLs for a special occasion with Wizard? You know what? Go to fucking HR, bro. Yeah, I'm picking you.
I beg you, don't do this. I didn't mean it.
Sit your bigot butt down in the chair so we can tell you how racist you are, you disgusting chud.
I'm not even gonna wait. I'm not even gonna wait, bro. Fuck it. Hanny, straight to jail. Straight to jail, Hanny. You could go with Toxin. Straight to fucking jail. I swear to God, man, this is insane. Boys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. All right, I'm seeing some interesting stuff, to say the least, regarding a supposed PlayStation blackout or something like that. Like, I guess people are trying to organize a PlayStation blackout. I really don't understand why people do this stuff, you know. But like, whatever. I mean, I get the premise of it. It's just like I don't feel like it's very well thought out. To be honest with you, I just feel like threatening a company that you're gonna go away for a week and then come back, like how is that gonna do anything? Like, this is a $1 billion corporation. If you don't play their games for a week, they're gonna be fine. It's like, Like, don't threaten to leave and then tell the person that you're leaving that you're gonna come back in a week. I don't understand. Anyway, so we're gonna go over all that because there's a lot of that going on right now over on X. That's going viral. We got a PlayStation, and I shit you not, this is not a joke, digital controller, essentially, patent that has been found, which is very, very, very funny considering the situation is going on right now. Yes, that's true. There is a new PlayStation controller patent that showcases the controller with no physical buttons. I'm not even kidding. So it's great timing. So we're gonna go over that as well. It's pretty funny. We're also gonna go over the fact Tomb Raider got delayed. By the way, Tomb Raider Catalyst got delayed, just like the other Tomb Raider game got delayed. But ironically, Tomb Raider Catalyst got delayed to 2028, which means that Tomb Raider Catalyst is going to be joining the ever-growing games that are going to not have a physical copy available to them. So that's a thing. So we got to talk about that also. We got Rockstar's co-founder and GTA co-creator Dan Houser speaking on the physical media thing. So we got to talk about that as well. Let's see what's going on with all that nonsense. Pokemon Company, guys. So have a good night, Sonya. Thanks for hanging out. There's a crazy story going on right now with the Pokemon Company against scalpers in Japan. And it's really interesting. So it has gotten to the point now, because, every once in a while we talk about scalping, not really like that often, but we talk about it, once in a while. It has gotten to the point now that Pokemon is now incorporating facial recognition software at their card stores in Japan. I am not fucking kidding, boys. These motherfuckers got facial recognition software that they are incorporating in Japan at the Pokemon card shops in order to stop scalpers. This has gotten to a whole fucking nother level. This is some fucking spy shit just to stop scalpers. It's crazy, man. It actually is insane. So we're gonna go over that. We're gonna talk about that and see what's going on with that nonsense. I mean, listen, I don't blame them, but it's like now we're getting to the point where it's like, dude, you're gonna start storing people's fucking faces. You're gonna start like digital. It's a lot. There's a lot of factors involved in that conversation. So we'll talk about that and see what's going on with that nonsense. Oh, guys, holy shit. So hell froze over, guys. I was just happened to be browsing a couple of websites, and I came across a Kotaku article that I actually agreed with. I know, like, the fucking world is ending, boys. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's an article that is essentially shitting on Xbox because of the what do you call it? This weird phenomenon of charging for early access and not actually delivering on it without giving people refunds. Essentially, like, we need to leave behind this trend of charging for early access behind a paywall and then the early access not working. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Like, yeah, I can't believe I agree with it. It's fucking wild. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that because I do agree. It's basically talking about the Halo remake. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of it. Similar to Marvel Tokon right now. Same thing going on with that, but worse. We also got EA Sports FC 27 revealing a brand new Ultimate Plus edition. So now Ultimate Editions are not enough. Now you're gonna have Ultimate Plus editions. So instead of having to spend $120, $130 for your Ultimate Edition video game, now you got to spend $150 for your Ultimate Plus edition, and then probably next year they're gonna have an Ultimate Plus. I don't know, man. We're running out of fucking pluses at this point. So we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna cover the Mecha Chameleon story. The Mecha Chameleon story, I did not get to cover. I was waiting for a resolution. We finally got that resolution, so we're gonna talk about that. The Mecha Chameleon story about the malware situation and how rumors were spreading that there was a lot of malware in some of the community maps that were being passed around at Mecha Chameleon. So we'll talk about that. And we're going to talk about God of War Laffy Taffy. We're going to talk about God of War Laffy Taffy because it officially has a release date. And that's number one. And number two, Apparently, Santa Monica has confirmed that they are indeed working on a brand new God of War video game starring Kratos. So they're already prepping themselves for the upcoming potential failure of Laffy Taffy by saying, don't worry, guys, you're just going to have to wait another 5 years for this one. But don't worry, we're working on it. We're working on it. We promised. And guess what? It's going to tie directly into Laffy Taffy. So you're not going to want to miss Laffy Taffy if you want to be able to keep up with the story of Kratos. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about that because it's absolute fuckery as it always is, boys. All right, with all that being said, are we ready? Guys, it's Sunday, man. What about Ultimate X Plus Alpha? Bro, Tiger King, don't even fucking joke about that because I guarantee you that'll be a thing for some fighting games. I'm not even gonna let's not even put that out there. Let's not put that energy out there, please. Guys, are we ready? Are we ready to do this, man? Let's have a good time. We got a lot that we got to talk about today. Let's get right into it, boys. We're still going to stream for our normal amount of hours, even though we started an hour late. And don't forget, we do have an epic battle happening right now. It's Eliza versus Nanami. Let me know in the supers who you're voting for. But until then, let's light the chat up because I see way too many gray names. There's way too many gray names. There was even a non-member on Rumble. What are we doing? We're slipping. What do we do? We're slipping. Oh, wait, Rumble, hold on, Rumble, they trying to fix that shit real quick. DJ Conic gifted a membership, Life Fairy gifted a membership, oh shit. Oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
get on the train. Let's go, boys, light it up, it's Sunday.
The membership train. Chat lights up, first spark, first flame, name after name, rushing down the frame. Midnight code, Hypnocast.
Black Tailgate starting us off on YouTube. Let's go. Thank you, sir, for the membership.
See the counter climbing. Tick, tick, tick. Every ping's a promise we keep. From the lurkers hiding in the shadows to the ones who never sleep. Ride the membership train. Let it roll through the night unchained. Every gifted heart, every flashing name. We ascend on the membership.
Ian Christmas gifted 5 memberships on YouTube. Let's go.
We're breaking the chain.
Life Fairy gifted a membership over on Rumble. Thank you, sir. Ali Kusanagi gifted a membership on YouTube. Thank you.
We are
Black Tailgate, 18 months. Let's go.
membership train.
Let's go. And Red Ogre snuck in a membership at the very last second. The man's like, hey, wait. I got one more. Shout out to Red Ogre. Thank you for the membership, my man. I appreciate that. All right, boys. With all that being... Oh, Tech Dragon sneaking one in as well. Shout out to Tech Dragon. Thank you for that. I appreciate you, bro. Guys, let's go. You guys ready for this? Oh, boy. TTS, here we go. Resuming. We already got the narrator one in. He snuck that one in there. But let's see what the next one is, boys. Thank you again, DJ Conic.
Hashtag Sonya.
How dare you start your stream later? Who do you think you are, Darkside Phil?
Late in Darkside Phil, you need a clock.
Wow.
Late in Darkside Phil, you need a clock.
Wow. Wow.
Shut up, furball.
I agree. Tanya, thank you for the 20. I appreciate that.
Tessie.
DJ Conic,
I
thank you for
must
the
be
10
getting
again.
old. I need to pee every 5 minutes.
What?
Muahahaha.
Why did we need to know that? We did not need to know that. What is going on? Tanya, thank you for the 5. What the fuck? It's not looking good, best buddy, but don't worry, I got your... No! No, you are not... We are not best... We're not best buds. We're not... Oh my god, we're not best buddies! Pure chaos, yeah. I'm starting to see that.
Nanami, good girls go bad. Also eat it, Sony.
Let's go, Mr. Melancholy. Thank you for the 2, brother. Appreciate it.
Celebrates 18 months of membership. Steam locomotive emoji.
18 months, bro. That's a long time. That is a long time. Thank you, Black Tailgate. I appreciate that, man. 18 months. Shout out to you, bro. Ali Kusanagi, right at the beginning, like literally the moment I hit live, this man dropped a 5 membership banger.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
And considering that's the first one of the stream, you already know what that means. Shout out to Ali Kusanagi. Summoning Kiryu today. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the 5 memberships, my good man. We also got Black Tailgate dropping up membership as well. Shout out to Black Tailgate. Appreciate you, brother. Ian Christmas dropped a 5 membership banger during the trade.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
Shout out to Ian Christmas. Thank you for the 5 memberships, brother. I appreciate that, my man. And then Ali Kusadaki dropped another membership during the train like an absolute boss. Appreciate that, man. And then Red Ogre also dropped a membership during the train. I appreciate that. And then Tech Dragon snuck in a membership right on the very end. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tech Dragon. Ricardo Dawson says, why don't you use TTS on SNH? So there is no way, absolutely no way, that TTS would ever function properly on a panel of 6 to 8 people that are constantly talking. There's just no way. It's just not. It will never be a thing. And also because I use StreamYards, and unfortunately with StreamYards I can't use TTS, so there's that. That's why I would have to use OBS, and I need StreamYards for the panel show, so that's why. Forstero says, thanks to this stream, now I know how Haruka's uniform looks on a dude, since canonically it was made for a dude. Let's fucking go. Yeah, exactly. The panel would never get a word in, like, ever, if the TTS was on during SNH. So if it's just me, it's fine. It's not a problem. Thank you, YouTube. Tech Dragon, thank you again for the membership. Appreciate you, bro. Let's go over to Rumble really quick. And then we're going to do gifted games and then content, boys. Let's check Rumble. What do we got on Rumble? We got Dietrich Connor gifting that membership. I see you, man. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. We got Life Ferret gifting a membership as well. Thank you, Life Ferret. And then Life Ferret gifted another membership, which I think Obsidian won, ironically. Dark Obsidian won that. Shout out to Life Ferret. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the membership. And he just did it again. He just dropped another one. Another membership, and he sniped AA trouble. Hey, shout out to Life Ferret, man. That guy's got a machine gun over there. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, Life Ferret. All right, boys, we are caught up. Let's fucking go. Don't forget to vote for your particular waifu in today's battle. Whoever wins is going to move on to the next round of our tournament. And let's check out gifted games. We got, damn, man, you're on fire today, bro. Ali Kusanagi says, he says, don't know if you have this one, but I do want to make sure that you have access to the full game. And he gifted Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, Season Pass 2. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do have this, man. But thank you, Ali Kusanagi. I appreciate that, man. Very nice of you. Holy shit. This guy dropped a gifted game, 5 memberships at the beginning, a membership during the train. It's crazy, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. What a legend. Holy shit. I saw somebody, I think Splitax, in the chat says still waiting for that Halo remake stream. You know, Splitax. I'm not even gonna say anything, man. I'm just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on, boys. That's all I'm saying. We're just gonna move on. Where's the Fuda? No Fuda. No Fuda. Tanya Raven says, what happened to... Hold on. Why did my chat freak out? The fuck? What happened to the Red Banger clips? Well, we don't really get Red Boys that much anymore. So, unfortunately, without Red Boys, we don't get Red Boy clips. You know, we still Thankfully, we still managed to get tier 1, tier 2 through the
Hector,
generosity
are you
of many, many,
excited
many
to play
people.
Halo Remix with Wizard?
No! No! Just no. I appreciate the 2, but no. No, I'm not. I'm not even lying, bro. Like, literally, after S&H, I messaged Wizard, and it could be summarized in, like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, you know? You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, but I kind of want to do it. I want to review it. I'm like, but do you really got to sacrifice me in order for you to review the game? Like, was that necessary? And then he all he did was sent me the clip. Bro, let me see if I can bring it up. Hold on one second. Like, this was Wizard's response to me when I was like, do you really have to fucking sacrifice me? And then Wizard was like, look at this. This was Wizard's response. This was his only response.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
I fucking hate this guy, bro. I hate this guy so much, dude. He literally, that's all he sent me. He's in the chat. He could tell you himself. He could tell you himself, bro. I was literally like, did you really have to sacrifice me to do that? He was like, welcome to hell. Like, oh my God, man. Why? Why are you doing this to me? It's unnecessary. That's so fucking unnecessary, bro. Anyway, you guys think I'd be joking. Like, I really, there's some games that I really don't want to play, you know, but, I am at the will of the people. If the people want certain games, I will give it to them. Fuck! And Chewbacca has to... Oh!
Wookie bleeding all over my armor.
Oh! Oh, shit! That was violent! That was... Wow! Alright, well then, thank you, Frozen Dark, for the 5. Appreciate it. Holy shit. That literally came out of nowhere, bro. Like, no, it was necessary. Yeah, I would agree it's necessary, but goddamn. Was not expecting that. Anyway, so, all right, boys. Yeah, so Wizard felt to me. It is what it is. All right, we're going to get into the content. Let's get into it, boys. Let me X this out. I'll keep this here. Let's do, let me see. So let's go over the Mecha Chameleon story, because that's pretty huge. We're gonna do the Mecha Chameleon story first, and then we'll probably do PlayStation after. And then we'll do the Pokemon story, because that one's fucking crazy, bro. That Pokemon story is wild. You vote Pal World? Yeah, sure. You asked for it? No, I didn't ask for it. I did not ask for it. I actually vehemently remember saying I don't want it, but then they do it anyway. And of course it was Toxin, right? Like, Toxin of all people, of course it was. Anyway, pausing TTS, guys. Let's get into this shit, man. Guys, we got to talk about Mecha Chameleon, one of the biggest video games to release in recent times, selling an absolutely insane amount of copies and being essentially drama-free for the most part, and proving that you don't need $400 million in a budget in order to make a successful video game that is fun, that people actually want to play. With all that being said, though, while that only lasts so long, and of course, Mecha Chameleon recently, there's been, rumblings going around on social media all over the internet about Mecha Chameleon apparently spreading malware. This was a big, big story. I didn't report on it. It happened a couple of days ago. I didn't report on it because I wanted more information to come out before I, talked about it or said anything. And now that information is here. So here's what's going on. So Mecha Chameleon has officially responded to all of the accusations, because there were people that were spreading around, basically rumors about how the game is essentially full of malware. The whole game is malware. Like, that's what people were trying to spread around. Obviously, that's not true. But we're going to tell you exactly what's going on. So Mecha Chameleon officially responds to malware, maps, and Discord breach. And keep in mind, guys, this story happened literally at the same exact time that another story broke that a guy got arrested for spreading malware through Steam video games. He stole up to $220,000 through malware and different kinds of video games. I believe he was part of that ring that we had talked about, I think like 6 to 8 months ago or something along those lines. But regardless, those two stories coming out at the same time was not exactly very good. But anyway, let's talk about it. So it says 2 days ago, Reddit user FaintBeat discovered that several custom Mecha Chameleon maps on the Steam Workshop were hosting malware delivery chains. They posted an extensive breakdown of their findings to Medium, prompting an investigation from Lemurian, which soon spiraled into a Discord breach as the team found themselves the victim to those same bad faith actors. The game itself is not affected, Lemurian posted on Steam yesterday. Currently, the official Mecha Chameleon Discord server has been hacked, which that's kind of sad, because these guys, they're still a small team, even though they did gangbusters numbers, right? If you look at Mecha Chameleon, I'm sure it's still fairly up there right now. A lot of people still playing this game, enjoying the game, having fun with it. And this small team's got to deal with a bunch of just randoms that are trying to hack them for whatever that reason may be. But, with all that money they made, they're probably going to have to pay for security, or, cybersecurity to some extent. The game itself is not affected, though. Currently, the Discord has been hacked, and we are completely unable to take any action on our end. We have already contacted Discord support and are currently awaiting their response. If the server cannot be recovered, we will set up a new one. With control firmly in the hands of the hacker, false statements were issued on the server claiming that the latest update contained a remote access Trojan and that users must complete specific steps to fix it. That's pretty crazy, right? So they basically hacked the server and then pretended to be them by posting official statements in that server that people are going to read and think that the developers were essentially trying to communicate to them. Kind of fucked up. We have never implemented anything of the sort, Lemurian clarified. This statement was made solely to cause panic and mislead players. Even if a hacker attempted to modify the game, Steam's developer infrastructure prevents anyone from publishing a game update simply by compromising a PC. Then it says that, so how do we go from Reddit exposed on workshop maps to a Discord breach that left a developer scrambling to squash panic spread by a hacker? He says that we now have a full picture of the situation, according to Lemurian, that explained it last night. While investigating and patching a malicious mod map issue, a systems engineer's PC was infected with malware. The hacker bypassed the engineer's Discord two-factor authentication, took over server permissions, and banned all official staff members from the server. The infected PC was a spare testing machine, and it is physically impossible to access or edit game source files from it, which we have reconfirmed via logs. The affected PC has already been completely wiped and reformatted. Wow. So basically, they actually, I don't know if they actually thought this through, where they managed to get on the PC of a systems admin. I mean, like, the chances of that. What are the chances of that without knowing who you're targeting? I don't know. I really don't know. But realistically, it's pretty damn hardcore. They managed to get onto a system admin's PC, which resulted in them, once they got control of the PC, resulted in them getting access to pretty much everything. So that's pretty fucked. But thankfully, it looks like things have kind of turned around. In so many words, the team were made aware of the malicious maps on the Steam Workshop, decided to investigate, and fell victim, losing access to the Discord server. Lemurian urges the community not to click any links, join any external servers, or follow instructions. Here's what I'm going to say. Me personally, I very rarely would I ever download like maps like that. I think I did it one time during SNH Plays, but honestly, if I'm going to play this game again, I'm not going to be downloading any maps or anything. I'm sure, 99% of them is safe, I'm sure, but there's always that 1%. And at this point, I think it's pretty fair to like not want to download any maps and just play the original game, which kind of sucks because that's kind of the point of the game, right? The point of the game is to explore all these community maps. The community gets involved. They're super fun. Like, kind of sucks, but that's just what it is, man. I really don't know what else to say other than that. So, but thankfully everything's been fixed. It's not anything insane. It's thankfully like a one and done situation right now, and hopefully nothing else happens in the future with this game, because again, it should be just celebrating its success. It shouldn't be worrying about any of this nonsense or focusing on any of this nonsense. But unfortunately, with success comes people targeting you for random reasons, and this is no different. So it is what it is. But again, hopefully they They just recovered, which I believe they have. I'm pretty sure they have, and everything is fine at this point. So good for them. But that sucks. This is why we can't have nice things. I know, right? I know. This is why we can't have nice things. Tanya Raven says 349 peeps in here. The chat runs so slow. Wake up. Well, that's because most people are lurkers, right? So since it's on subscribers only mode, most people are lurkers, so they're not talking. That's why. It's a way for me to be able to see who really wants to talk and who doesn't. But thank you. I appreciate it. It's actually 380 people in here, not including Rumble. All right, boys, let's move on. Let me resume TTS really quick. And let's see. Mega Man says, you leave me alone.
Hashtag
sorry.
Sonia.
Oh,
miss
fuck.
you, old man. Where have you
Oh,
been? We miss old cat. Come home, baby.
Come home, baby is funny. Old Man Cat is doing his own thing. That's basically it. I don't know. He's doing his own thing. We wish him nothing but the best. Thank you for the 5. Appreciate it, Tanya Raven. You're here playing Power World. Give me a break. Well, that's, you know, to be fair to Tanya, I think that's what a lot of people are doing. There's also, like, to also be fair, there's certain topics that people just don't have much to say about it. You know, and a lot of people are currently playing Power World. If I look at my friends list right now, let's see. If I look at my friends list right now, there is easily, like, just a quick look. There's easily over, I would say, like 50 people playing Power World right now. I'm sure it's more than that, but I'm literally just looking at the top number. If there's literally, like, let's see. I see Gothic's girlfriend, Power World. Final Fantasy sucks, Power World. J Viper's on Power World. Monkey Man's on Power World. Miss Bella Games on Power World. Sergeant Sapiens on Power World. Toxin is on Power World. Let's see. Panthera is on Power World. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Is Old Man Cat still a mod? I'll donate for Asians when he's back. He is not. He is not a mod. He has given up his mod duties. So, like I said, we just wish him the best and hope he's well. That's basically it. Who's on Mindset? I don't know who's on Mindset. I don't know. Power World sounds like the latest drug. It is. It is definitely a drug. It's definitely a drug. I was doing expeditions while I was sleeving my cards. All right, boys, let's get to the next one. Oh, Mind's Eye. You meant Mind's Eye, not Mindset. Oh, I was like, what the fuck is a Mindset? You know? Inferno Hell Knight says, I'm playing Conan Exiles, another survival game. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's pause TTS really quick. Tornall for a 2 says, today only half off on Hypno Coffee brand fur boots. Thank you, YouTube. Why are we selling fur boots? Like, why? What's wrong with you? Don't do that. Do not sell fur boots. We are not that kind of store, and we don't even have a store to begin with. So don't sell fur boots. Anyway, Gamers Republic says Power is crack. It is crack. It is crack. All right, guys, like the stream. There's almost 400 of you in here right now on YouTube. Over on Rumble, how many we got? You got, oh damn, over 50 on Rumble. Shout out to Rumble, man. Holding it down. Let's go. We're gonna talk about PlayStation. I know you guys have heard that many times over, right? It's crazy, man. You guys were fighting in the beginning of the stream. T-Jab says, we are currently 149 away from tier 1. Thank you, T-Jab. The battle right now is Nanami at 12 and Eliza at literally 0. Damn. That's rough. That's rough. It's 4 a.m. now. Give me a break. Damn, you watching us at 4 a.m.? Let's fucking go. What a battle. 4 a.m. Do you know where your children are? Remember those commercials? All right, boys. We're going to talk about PlayStation. Let me bring up the story really quick and kind of go over the nonsense that's happening with the good old PlayStation. Let's just get it out the way because it's, you know, it's stupid. That's really it. It's stupid. Yeah, you guys were like fighting earlier, man. When am I going to start streaming on Kick? So fun fact, Ricardo Dawson, I was one of the first people to start streaming on Kick. I was one of the first people to start streaming on Kick, and then I just kind of gave up on it because people, you know, people always say, hey, you should stream here. Hey, you should stream there. But then they don't realize that I've been streaming there before they even mentioned it, which proves that they don't actually watch on that platform anyway. because if they did, they would know I was on there, you know? I also have it in my, I promoted it quite often. It was in my link tree when I had it, but regardless, I'm not there anymore. I only do YouTube and Rumble now. That's it. No Twitch, definitely no Twitch. Fuck Twitch. And no Kick. We'll see. We'll see. We'll think about bringing Kick back at some point, but that account's been long gone. Long gone. All right, anyway. So, where's the link for your coffee? I don't have coffee. I don't have coffee. Heavily Damn says 446. Damn, it's late by you, bro. Holy shit. Shout out to you guys who are watching. Late as hell. Appreciate that, man. Lower class brats sent a controller. I guess that's a jewel or something. I don't know. But I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, boys. We got to talk about PlayStation, man. There is a lot going on, man, because apparently there is some sort of a new blackout or something that is being threatened towards PlayStation, and I got to be honest with you guys, man, I do not agree. I do not agree. And I know you're probably thinking, what do you mean you don't agree? Hold on, wait, what? Why? Why don't you agree? It's because of a multitude of reasons that we're going to talk about in this particular video segment. But yes, PlayStation, there are a lot of players. This is going viral right now. It's going, a lot of people, I see a lot of people posting this, where it's like hashtag PlayStation blackout, where they're essentially threatening to not play or buy or do anything related to PlayStation for a week. And I got to tell you right now, boys, as much as I can appreciate where this is coming from, this is not going to work in the slightest. So we're going to talk about the blackout or the threat of a blackout, and we're going to talk about some other things as well, because apparently Tomb Raider has also been delayed magically to 2028, which I find very interesting, which means that Tomb Raider is going to be joining the many video games that are not going to be getting a physical version of itself because it's coming out the year that physical media is dying. So it's all very, very interesting. So let's go over this post that I saw from MPG that talks about the hashtag PlayStation blackout. Let me blow it up here so that we can read it as we go along. So bear with me. Here's what it says. For several years now, Sony Interactive Entertainment has continued to grow further apart from its fan base, which I agree with. There's going to be things in here that I'm probably going to agree with and then things that I'm probably going to disagree with. So let's just go over it. Whether it's closing beloved studios like Bluepoint, pursuing a misguided live service strategy, canceling fan events, leaving PS VR2 to die, or being completely out of touch with the franchises players want to see return, PlayStation has never felt more disconnected from its community. Well, that's because it is, right? That's because, like, this is the problem. My biggest issue, I'm just going to tell you straight up, my biggest issue with something like a blackout or whatever is that you're telling a company that you're going to be gone for a week, but then you're also telling them in the same breath after that week, what are you going to do? You're going to come back. You're going to come back. You're basically saying, hey, we're threatening not to play anything, buy anything, or whatever for a week. And then we're going to come back after that week, and you're going to give us what we want. And they're going to look at you like, but you're coming back. So why would I give you what you want? It's honestly, dude, like, again, I feel like this is coming from a good place, right? This is coming from a good place. I'm not trying to say this is not coming from a good place, but this is definitely not fully thought out. Like, this is probably just like a real quick emotional movement, decision, whatever you want to call it. It's just not thought out properly. But in any case, we'll talk about it towards the end. So anyway, PlayStation has never felt more disconnected from its community. And again, just to reiterate, it is disconnected because this drama, this backlash, any other company would have said something by now. I even honestly believe that even Nintendo would have said something by now, because even Nintendo puts out statements every once in a blue moon. The fact that Sony PlayStation has not said a single thing has basically, it's all you need to know about what they think about you. That's all you need to know. They genuinely believe that they could go about business as usual and not answer any of your burning questions with not even one statement, not even one simple statement. They could have just been like, listen, for the better of our business, we've decided that due to, player whatever, here's the data. We are going to go with digital only. And you could just said, like, there are other avenues to pursue physical media if you so choose, but it's not going to be with PlayStation. You could have put out a statement doubling down. That would have been way better than being completely silent. The fact that they're completely silent and not even putting out a statement doubling down tells me that they just flat out don't feel like they got to be connected to you at all, in the slightest. They don't care about what you think or what you have to say. And I don't feel like I'm inflammatory in saying that. But anyway, so ending physical discs in 2028 feels like the last straw. We understand there is only so much SIE can control. But with the decisions that are within its control, the company continues to mismanage the strong position that it inherited from the PS4 era. There are so many issues with PlayStation right now that bringing back physical games would only be meeting players halfway. There is still much more SIE can do. We miss Twisted Metal, SOCOM, Sly Cooper, and Resistance. Jesus, Bro, every time I hear SOCOM, I just go back to the golden days, boys. I go back to the golden days. SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs 2 was one of my favorite video games of all time. One of the best video games, in my opinion, of all time. Even though I had a really, really bad cheating problem. But just to be fair, like every multiplayer shooter has a really bad cheating problem usually. But man, do I love SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs 2. That game... That's the literal GOAT of a video game. I still remember the headset being sold with the game. Remember those trash headsets? For those of you that are watching this video, comment down below. Let me know if you're in the live stream. You could tell me if you remember these headsets. Remember those really trash like sex operator headsets that were like super thin and had a little itty bitty piece and it sounded like trash. But you know what? You didn't care because it was new, right? It was new back then. But they were so bad. They were so bad, but that was back then. That was honestly back when video games, you know, think about it, no physical media now, but back then you had a video game giving you a freaking microphone with the game because they wanted to make sure that you could play the game. And not only that, they gave you the microphone. For those of you that weren't around at the time, they didn't just give you the microphone for multiplayer. They gave you the microphone so that you could utilize it with a single-player campaign because it was one of the first video games of its time where you could give voice commands to your squad. Like, you had specific voice commands that you were able to read out to your squad, and they will do certain things based on the voice commands. So that's why you had that microphone as well. But anyway, enough going, nostalgia. There's so many issues bringing back all these games. With that, this is the best part. We are calling on PlayStation players to participate in an economic and gameplay blackout from Sunday, August 23rd at 7 p.m. through Sunday, August 30th at 7 p.m. Players can participate by turning off their consoles or logging out for 7 days. We feel that this period gives publishers and developers minimal impact while still giving players a voice. Guys, I don't know, honestly, I don't know like how I can say this without sounding like an asshole. So I'm just going to flat out say this. This is the most stupid fucking thing I've ever heard. It really is. And it's unfortunate because something like this, I would love to, if it was properly thought out and it was properly like, I would love to get behind some like the intention of this. But this is the most stupid fucking thing I've ever heard, honestly. Because these blackouts almost never work. And all it does is just essentially tell you that, hey, we're going to leave, but we're coming back, right? The entire point is that you should be walking away permanently. That's the whole point. This kind of brings up like the conversation that we were having on SNH just the other day, where we were essentially, I basically said that I would really like if people started changing the terminology because a lot of people are using boycott, like boycott. But when you use a term like boycott, what that essentially means is that you are boycotting the company until they give you what you want. It is at this point that there is no doubt in my mind, and there should be no doubt in your mind, that the company is not going to give you what you want. The company has decided that what you want does not matter. And it doesn't matter how much you threaten a boycott. They're essentially viewing that boycott as you basically saying you're going to come back at some point if they give you what you want. But realistically, most people just bend the knee at that point and go back. If you want to supposedly boycott the company, just walk away. Walk away and don't go back. There are plenty other things to do, plenty other video games to play, plenty other platforms to enjoy that are way more open-ended, or at least give you another experience, a different kind of experience. Just leave. That's really it. Just don't invest in the PlayStation ecosystem anymore. Even if you invested a lot of money and a lot of time in the PlayStation ecosystem, I can understand that might be difficult for some people to walk away. And realistically, I don't expect everybody to. I just don't. I think it's pretty fair to say that, you know, probably most people are not going to walk away. But even if it's 5, 10, 15%, at least it's 5, 10, 50% of people that decided, you know what, it's not for them. But saying you're going to boycott the company and then threatening to not play for a week, you think they give a fuck? You think they care? If you tell a company, oh yeah, I'm gonna not play your games or buy anything for a week, but then I'm gonna come back on the 7th day, bro, what the? They're not gonna. They're gonna. All right, see you in 7 days, brother. See you in 7 days, because they're gonna have every single ball and gun gamer buying up every DLC imaginable, buying up every video game imaginable, paying maximum dollar, and loving PlayStation for it. You got these guys out there that are like, oh, look at these little crybabies. I'm going to go and buy a $150 Ultimate Edition just to own the chuds. That's what it is, bro. It's like you're not doing anything, dude. You're not doing anything. Listen, you're not even lasting as long as the freaking hack lasted. Hackers managed to take down PlayStation longer than what you're threatening for. You're threatening to go away for 7 days and come back. The hackers took down PlayStation for 24 days, almost a month. And that was everybody, right? Because nobody could play. Well, if you're leaving, there's still going to be a bunch of people that are going to be playing, and they're going to rely on them to keep them afloat while you and whoever else leaves. So I think it's fair to say that this is, while the intentions are good, right? I'm sure the intentions are good, and the idea behind it, I can see what the intentions are. I don't think this is the right way to go about it. And I think all it's going to do is it's going to demoralize the people that actually get hyped up by this, the people that decide to want to do this. And then when 7 days come and PlayStation still hasn't even said a single thing, it's already, bro, they're already completely ignoring you. So after 7 days, guess what's going to happen? You're going to come back and be like, hey, so are you ready to give us back physical media? And you're not going to get a single response. It's going to be complete and utter silence. So again, at this point, just stop. Like that's all I can really say. I know it's difficult. I know it might be tough for some people more than others, but just stop. It's coming no matter what. Like this entire thing that they're saying they're gonna do, it's gonna be happening. There are even people, ironically, even Rockstar's co-founder, right? Dan Houser, very, very famous guy, Dan Houser, the co-founder and GTA co-creator. He says he loves physical media, but digital releases have their own benefits too. Guys, they're all in on this. Every single one of them are in on this. It's not just PlayStation that's silent. I know a lot of you know that, but I just want to reiterate that. It's not just PlayStation that's silent. All these publishers are silent too. And there's a reason why they are silent. They are silent because they benefit from what PlayStation is doing. They are silent because they secretly want the same fucking thing. That's why they're silent on it. So they're not going to come out and say anything, because I've seen a lot of people tagging certain publishers and be like, hey, do you have a comment? Do you have a response? Do you have this, whatever? They are silent on this because they want the same exact thing. And they're letting PlayStation take the fall for them, because PlayStation is essentially big enough to take the fall for them. So I just want people, I hope anyway, people could do whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't care at the end of the day. Like, I know all I could do is just try to inform people, but I really hope that people start using different terminology, because I think you would be surprised how effective that is, where a company's biggest fear is not you loving them, and a company's biggest fear is not you hating them. A company's biggest fear is you not caring. Is you saying, you know what? I don't even fucking care anymore, bro. When you are apathetic to them, when you have zero emotional tie to them, either positive or negative, that's when they've really lost you. Because even if you're hating on PlayStation, or let's say you're currently, you know, you're a PlayStation player, but you're really fucking pissed right now. Let's say you're really pissed right now. At the end of the day, they still feel like they got you because they still have they have you emotionally invested. You're pissed. You're pissed. And the only reason why you're pissed is because you really enjoyed the product and you feel like you got screwed. So They feel like they got you even when you're pissed. But when you are apathetic and you're like, you know what? I don't even care. All right, I guess I'm going to start working on, another platform, whether it's PC or whether it's Xbox or Nintendo or whatever. If you get to that point where you just be like, yeah, I don't even care. You walk away, you stop tagging them, you stop everything. They might cheer initially. Because they're like, all right, the hatred's dying down. But realistically, what's happening is people are walking away. So they don't even care to be mad anymore. And these ball and gun gamers, yeah, they probably are super whales. They're buying up all the DLCs, all the everything. But that's only going to last so long. You still need numbers at the end of the day. You need volume. And if you start to lose that volume, that's gonna be a problem. But anyway, you got Reese over here saying, LOL, how absurd. This isn't going to work. Clearly, anyone who supports this has never worked for any high-scale business. They've already spent millions preparing to go down this road. Not to mention publishers like Rockstar and Ubisoft want Sony to do this. I agree. They do. They absolutely do. They aren't going to pivot due to a vocal minority on Twitter. Now, again, it's not a vocal minority. I don't believe it's a vocal minority at all. I think that is downplaying the situation. I think it's insane that we live in a world that a few million people is considered a vocal minority just because there are a few more million other people who say otherwise. It's like, yes, technically, by definition, that is a minority. But realistically, it's still a lot of fucking people. And that's a lot of fucking money. And that money, let's stop pretending like PlayStation doesn't love that money. Let's stop pretending like that's like the people who were like, oh, why are they taking away they're taking away single player games on PC because PlayStation didn't make enough money. What company turns down $1 to $2 billion? Why? Because they're making $40 billion or whatever a year. Suddenly they don't want $2 billion. You know, those $2 billion, that $2 billion pays a lot of people's salaries. A lot of people's salaries in that company, probably almost all of them. So why would they want to turn down $2 billion unless, and this is important, unless they have a good reason to, which is what I've been saying since the beginning. They're willing to give up that money. They're willing to give up that income because to them, the control and their ecosystem being locked down is worth sacrificing billions of dollars for if it means they could start slowly but surely training the people that get left over to pay higher and higher prices for their video games. And not only that, to be able to go and say, you know what, I can't buy. This is what they're thinking. Oh man, I can't buy a used copy of God of War Laffy Taffy anymore. Well, shit, I guess I'm going to have to go to PlayStation Network. Oh, it's $80 on the PSN. Oh, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to have to pay it. You know, they're hoping that they can start to train the people that are left over to pay more money, and then they'll start raising the price of the PSN Network. You guys know that if the PSN Network doesn't go up right now, soon, it was in my assumption that the PSN Network was going to have one more price increase before Grand Theft Auto releases. I still think that's true, but I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm just guessing at that point. But there's no doubt in my mind that when the PS6 releases, there's going to be a PSN increase. There's no doubt about it. There's going to be a PSN increase because at that point, they feel like they got you. They got you. And there's no way that they're not going to raise the price again and again and again to try to just keep you. That's really what it is. They've already spent millions going down this road. God, this is insanely cringe to watch. I hate physical discs going the way of the dodo. But the time to protest was 5 years ago, not now. That's not necessarily true. That's not true because realistically, people protest always in the now. People, very, very rarely do people ever protest in the future. And if they do protest in the future, it's because they found out about something egregious now that hasn't taken place yet. Technically, people are protesting now for the future. It's just that we just found out about this now, and the timing is very purposeful. The timing is deliberate for a reason, right? When people protest, they're protesting for something that they found out about pretty recently, and it's going to affect them in the near future. So I kind of think that that's a little insane. Like, it doesn't really matter when you protest. The whole point is like, are you going to or not? That's really what it is. And to be fair, most of the internet is probably not. Here's the thing, okay? And I'll kind of end it with this. When it comes to PlayStation, again, they're very smart about it. They announced this on their blog. They didn't announce this on their console. They have the ability to announce this on their console. Let's be very clear. They have the ability to do announcements on their console. They have the ability to relay messages on their console. and to relay certain news information on their console, they chose not to do that. They chose to announce it on their blog that almost nobody reads unless it goes viral on Twitter. And even then, most of their users do not use Twitter. Most of their users, I know that might sound crazy. That might sound crazy to people that are like online in this space and, you know, they're actually part of the conversation and stuff. That might sound crazy, but it's not. It's not crazy. There are people that don't know a single lick of what's happening. There are people right now on the PlayStation console actively buying shit, physically, mind you, and they have no idea it's about to end. They have no idea. And again, I know that might sound insane to some people that are listening to that, but it's really not insane. We see it all the time, okay? Like every time we watch a showcase and something gets announced at the showcase that, you know, we were talking about for months that was going to be announced and we're just waiting to see when it's going to be announced. You got a bunch of people in the chat like, oh my God, I didn't know. Oh my God, it's either W or L's. They had no idea. So I think, and I've said this on SNH, I think what's going to happen is we're not going to see the outcome of this for many, many, many years. And I feel like PlayStation's banking on that. We're not going to see the outcome of this until at the very minimum 2030. Because we would and that's assuming the PS6 comes out in late 27 or 28, which I think it will, right? We're not going to see the outcome of this because PlayStation 6 will have to be out for a couple of years for us to really see what the deal is. And by then, PlayStation would have pivoted and they would have tried to sell the story. And I think what they're doing is, first off, you know they're going to have a Grand Theft Auto 6 remaster or upgrade for PS6, right? You know it. I know it. Your mom knows it. We all know it, right? Like GTA 6 is going to be milked like the slut that it is, and it's going to have every single fucking nipple just completely, utterly milked, right? Like we all know that. So GTA 6 is going to sell a bunch of copies on PS5, and it's going to be the last major video game for PlayStation 5. And then when it comes out on PS6, it's going to be released as an upgraded game for PS6, and then that's going to be an early system seller for PS6. That's what they're going to try to do anyway. And they're going to use GTA 6 to try to push the narrative that everything's okay, PS6 is fine, and all that stuff. It's so tiresome because it's so obvious what they're trying to do, but unfortunately, we live in a world where many people just don't have a clue. So I think that at this point, as I said it earlier in the segment, I think people need to change their language a little bit. Stop thinking boycott. Start thinking walking away. Because if you are saying you're boycotting Sony, what you're essentially saying is you plan to go back. You plan to go back if they give you what you want. Even if they give you a little bit of what you want, you plan to go back. That's how they take it. That's how they understand the word boycott. Change the word boycott to walk away and just get used to walking away. And before you know it, you'll realize how easy it actually is. Because again, I know it always seems harder when you're in the moment and it's new, right? But it's not. It's not. Especially now more than ever, it's not. Like, this is the easiest time to be able to jump platforms. So there really is no reason to not be able to walk away. So again, you do what's best for you. I'm just passing off information, but I hate to see people, you know, thinking that Sony's going to respond, because at this point, I think they're just not going to. If Sony responded, I would be fucking shocked. I would be shocked. I think I would launch a video in all caps at that point. I'd be like, Sony responded. You know, but I think that I think that's what's going on, you know? So we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, this whole like blackout thing, nothing's gonna come from this, dude. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but nothing, literally nothing's gonna come from this. And it's sad because, like I said, I do think it comes from good intentions. Intrepid says, I already walked away this month, loving Steam and the Xbox Game Pass cushion the transition. You know, Intrepid, like I told a lot of people, when it comes to PC, Epic Games, as much as I hate Epic Games, they're basically a free Game Pass. So if you don't have games on PC and you're waiting to build your Steam library or your GOG library or whatever, Epic Games is a really good fodder. You could get a lot of decent free-to-play, you know, video games. Well, not free-to-play video games, but like games that are free over there. You could get some good ones over there while you're waiting, you know? But yeah, if you want to use Game Pass too, it's the same shit. It's just that Epic Games you don't actually have to pay for. You know. All right, let me resume TTS. We'll answer some questions about this subject. Hold on.
At L_Eagle to Coda Key 1290
Damn.
celebrates
Look at that.
6 months of membership. Crazy that we're living in a timeline where the only trusted media sources are some random CCs on _Bigatami Hypno laugh. At
That's
James
true, bro.
Dunn
Hey, thank you for 6 months. Appreciate you, bro.
578 celebrates 6
James
months
Dunn,
of
let's go.
membership. Sony may think they have won the console wars, so they just don't care what we do now.
Yep. I think a lot of this is Xbox's fault
Blackout
too.
for a week, they say.
And we'll talk about that.
Retro backlog time, boys.
Backlog time, boys. Backlog
And the word
time.
of Boycott,
Thank
they
you,
lost
Mickey.
his meeting. Now we're already in the world digital. This isn't the 80s, 90s anymore, or the 2000s. This company has more money they can live on for another 200 years.
I wouldn't say 200
For example,
years.
look what happened
That's
to the
Nintendo.
Hollywood
Thank you
writers.
for the
They
10.
did a boycott. They got what they wanted. However, people still lost their jobs.
So, yes, but the thing about that, about the Hollywood writers doing a boycott, is that, well, it wasn't a boycott, it was a strike. And they're all under the same union. Hollywood utilizes like a couple of unions for their actors, and it's all the same shit. So,
Backrooms time, boys.
there is no like gamers union similar to Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Strike
So
Freedom Gundam LR++ from GD05 is $2,450 raw.
bro, Dre. I know, bro. I know. I pulled like a $350 card. I gotta show it on the TCG channel. I pulled an old art. I didn't realize it was like a $350 card. It's crazy, man. It was so cool. I got a lot of stuff I'm uploading on that channel. So if you're not subscribed to it, definitely subscribe. But yeah, so it's not like we don't have that kind of union power. So realistically, it just comes down to just the masses choosing to just do the same thing, and I just don't think that's going to happen here. So I think realistically, I feel like this is just the best for people to just know where everybody stands. And you know, a lot of PlayStation customers that were supporting the platform, buying into the platform, doing all that stuff. The company finally has been honest with you, because you know it wasn't that long ago that PlayStation was like, "Oh, here's a physical disc." You know,
this to the Bud Light boycott, which is successful till this day. Only difference is one is beer, the other is games. So it shouldn't be this hard.
There's a big difference, though. Big
the companies
difference.
don't
I'll
really
explain.
care if the industry dies. They have their golden parachute. We needed to go the way of the phoenix and be reborn from the ashes.
Thank you, GDR. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we'll get to that. Let me go through them. Hold on, there's a lot of supers right now. Give me 1 second. But yeah, so that kind of like the unions basically run Hollywood, right? They essentially run Hollywood. We don't have that with the gaming industry for the gamers or anything like that. So the union we have is our wallet.
You better do a TISM handshake on your LR++ pull, JK.
I am not gonna do a TISM handshake, no. Darren, thank you for the 5. Benjamin, thank you for the 2. Backrooms time. Maybe. We'll see. Dre, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it again. Jet Screamer. Okay, so yes, Bud Light was very effective. Very effective. But the difference is that there are in fact some companies that are big enough that they could fuck around and find out on at least for like a first real big hit. Bud Light, the company that owns Bud Light as a whole, what are they called? Something Bush, whatever. Anyway, basically that company, everything else that they have is fairly profitable, with the exception of Bud Light, that is now not doing so well ever since the entire thing went down. And even with Bud Light, though, it wasn't even a boycott. It was a walkaway. And that's exactly what has to happen here, right? Because if it was a boycott, people would have went back. The moment they backtracked, which took them a while, but the moment they backtracked, they started putting out, American-based commercials again and all that shit. Like, the moment they backtracked, The people who were boycotting would have went back, but they didn't, and that's because it wasn't a boycott; it was a walkaway. So that's why I keep saying, like, that's what needs to happen here. If people are really pissed about this situation, if they really feel affected by this, then they should just walk away. That's it. Just walk away, because there's always more out there, you know. But I appreciate it, and also too, thank you for the 10. Also too, the video game industry is by far the biggest entertainment industry in the world. So the size, like the sheer scale, it's not close, you know? It's not close. Even if like the idea is the same and the tactics are the same and stuff, it's not even close. So it takes a lot more to move metal, if that makes sense, you know? But I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the 10. GDR, thank you for the 10 first off. And
yes,
yeah.
walk away. Steam welcomes you with open arms.
Hey, yo, open arms. Let's go. GDR, appreciate the 10. And yeah, the companies, like, the problem is that a lot of these decisions are being made with the mindset of executives who are looking to get wealthy in the year that they're there. Nobody's really trying to build a legacy anymore. And I think that's what's really missing from gaming. Like, back in the day when we had nerds running gaming, when we had nerds making video games, those nerds were making games that they wanted to leave a lasting impression. They wanted to make the best fucking game.
One day we'll get a representative for gamers.
Yeah, knowing our luck, it's gonna be like AOC or something. You know, realistically, like when nerds were making video games, they were trying to make like the most badass fucking game that they can make in whatever genre they were in. It's not like that anymore. It is just for the most part, like 95% of it. It's literally just like a content fucking farm. You know, it's a content farm. It's like, okay, we gotta make this, you know, just to fill the gap in this genre, whatever. We gotta make this to fill that. Like, it's not really about legacy anymore. And that's also, by the way, that's also like, that's a thing that's happening with TV shows and movies too, which is why people still talk about Lord of the Rings till this day, but nobody talks about anything else that
just
came
like
out.
Movies.
Yep, you literally just said it. There you go. You literally just said it. So yeah, like with movies, it's the same exact thing. Very few movies, very few TV shows these days are like legacy style TV shows. I think like I'll be real with you, because I don't really watch like TV or movies that much anymore. I watch a lot of old stuff, but I'm trying to think in terms of recent time. As much as I loved Cobra Kai, I don't know if I would say it's like a lasting. I mean, it's definitely. I feel like Cobra Kai is a prime example of doing nostalgia the right way, and also introducing new blood while respecting old blood the right way as well. I really liked Cobra Kai, but I feel like Breaking Bad is probably a TV show that's going to go down in history as like just super memorable, long lasting kind of legacy. But it's just very few and far between. Very few and far between. Very little of anything that comes out these days. Bro, if you go to the 90s, okay? I'm going to take you back. If you go to the 90s, in your minds, if you guys are, you know, a little older, go to the 90s, and I guarantee you're going to think of more TV shows that you could possibly count on two hands. But then if I ask you, name your top 10 most memorable TV shows of like now or the last 10 years, you probably won't be able to do it on two hands. You might be able to do it on one. You know? But yeah, I don't know, man. I think the desire to make something with legacy and something that's long lasting, it's not there. It's not there. Like this stuff, video games, TV, movies are being made by people that want to co-op what already existed instead of creating their own legacy that people can partake in. I just think that's the case, you know?
Terry's no more legacy on PS. JPN Studio is gone and all the companies moved to multi-platforms. Sony can't live off Naughty Dog slop forever. It's over.
We'll see, Yamato. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it, bro. GDR, thank you for the 10, though, brother. Appreciate you. Dre, thank you again for the 2. Mitchell, thank you again for the 2, brother. Adair Soto, thank you for the 2. Dangstar, thank you for 67 Jules. Appreciate it. Adair Soto, thank you for the 2. And Yamato. In terms of like no legacy on PlayStation, the sad thing is that they could do that, right? Like PlayStation was known for banger single player titles. Like that's what they were known for. They were known for some of the best single player experiences. That's what they were known for. And
AAA gaming is dead. In Indie and East studios I trust.
I wouldn't trust all indie studios, to be fair. I wouldn't trust all of them. There's some really fucked ones out there. But anyway, I get what you're saying, though. There are... They were known for that. They were known for that. They were known for, like, banger single-player video games. Really good experiences, you know? And now it's just kind of, like, just out the window. It's just out the window. It's sad. It's out the window. Like all their single player titles now are, for the most part, completely fucking co-opted, completely washed down. It really is kind of sad, to be honest with you. You know, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, even Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog was known for some amazing fucking experiences, and it's just, you know, I think what it is these companies, their heads get too big for themselves. And they start thinking that their shit don't stink. And then before you know it, that's it. And then unfortunately, the executives, they want everything to be live service. So then that ends up, they end up saying, okay, well, we got these really good single player franchises. How can we milk this shit? How can we milk this shit? How can we milk these single player franchises and try to turn them all into live service franchises? Like, how can we do that? And then they end up doing it, and 9 out of 10 either get canceled or fail. But they get
just like what happened to Killzone.
Dude, I loved Killzone. I feel like Killzone had a
Asian
great
developers over any Western trash.
Killzone had a great campaign, bro. I fucking love Killzone, dude. I really do. It's so good. But unfortunately, you know. And I actually enjoyed their multiplayer. I don't know if anybody played their multiplayer, but I enjoyed Killzone's multiplayer. I thought it was really good. But again, unfortunately, you know, it's dead. It's dead. But thank you, Yamato, with the 5. Appreciate it. Dre, thank you for the 2, brother. Appreciate that. Adair Soto, thank you again for the 2. And Mitchell, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Yeah, Asian developers definitely understand that. But you got to be careful because some of those Asian developers are very Western mindset. Because, you know, like Square Enix, for example. It's not exactly all, you know, butterflies and rainbows. So you just got to be careful with that. You enjoyed it? Yeah. Resistance was good too. Resistance was really good, but I actually preferred Killzone. Killzone, their multiplayer was fun, but dude, their single player campaign for Killzone was fucking badass, dude. It was badass. I still remember the opening scenes. Oh, it's so good. But, you know, we're not going to get that anymore, so. It is what it is. All right, let's move on, guys. Let's check Rumble really quick. Rumble, what do we got, man? Rumble, I know, is over here banging and clanging right now. What's Rumble doing?
Do you think Eastern devs might actually save gaming by forcing Western AAA to compete?
No. No, and it's not at the fault of the Eastern devs. It's at the fault of the Western devs. So what do I mean by that? So there is and I'm not even kidding, there is a massive, and I mean massive, right, disdain for Eastern developers in the Western gaming industry, right? They fucking hate these people. And some of them will never admit it, but all you got to do is go back to some of these older panels, you know, at cons where they just flat out disrespected Eastern devs.
Because it's not problematic for Killzone.
They fucking don't like a lot of these guys don't like Eastern devs. This is why the Western gaming media is constantly attacking Eastern developers, Eastern video games. They'll never say it. They'll never come out. Well, I won't say they'll never say it because some of them have said it, but that's besides the point. They just don't. They just think they're better. That's what it is. They think they're better because there was a time where the Japanese video games were better, and then the West got their shit together, and their video games became very popular, And so they felt like they were owning the Eastern developers, and they were being very disrespectful about that. If you guys remember that interview that happened where that Japanese developer said, you know, what he basically said, what Japanese video games have you taken inspiration from when developing your video games, if any? And the guy on the panel said, none. Like, we're owning you guys. You guys got to get your stuff together. We're owning you.
Western devs have me rooting for the CCP devs. Like,
just being straight up rude. Thank you for the 2, Mitchell. The Fez developers. Remember the Fez developers? Just being straight up fucking rude to them for no reason whatsoever. Like, the guy was just asking a question, and he was just like, yeah, we're owning you guys. Like, anyway, so there's a lot of people that are like that, and part of the reason why I believe that is just because of the way that they are constantly speaking ill of these supposed Eastern video games, and they never do it with Western video games unless it's considered a chud video game. They'll never do it.
Won't promote Western propaganda.
Some of them might. Some of them might. Like, Square Enix definitely does. So some of that's why I say you got to be careful, because like some of them will, but they just straight up, they just don't seem to like them. And you know, it's unfortunate, but that's just what it is. So they think they're above. They think they're, because if you look, you can have Stellar Blade. And it's like the same example we use all the time. There's other examples, but it's the easiest one I could use. There's Stellar Blade, right? Stellar Blade, beautiful female character, gorgeous. What happens? Gets fucking attacked by everybody, right? Everybody calls it, well, by everybody, I mean the gaming media. They call it, what do you call it? Sexist, misogynist. They say that it's gooner bait, that it's basically a hentai game, sex game at this point. They say that unrealistic body expectations, unrealistic expectations for women. Whoever designed this never seen a real woman before. Mind you, the man's fucking wife was one of the lead designers on Eve, and you have the gaming media that's like, yeah, whoever designed Eve never seen a real woman before. Bro, how do you have
just for another example, like X-Play, remember
crazy.
the Final Fantasy and other Easter game, especially Japanese games, disrespect them as well.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of history with X-Play. There's a lot of that. You know, they like his own wife worked on designing Eve. His wife is fucking hot too, on top of that. So they attacked that game. And that game, by the way, had zero nudity. Right? Zero. Literally zero. You can't even romance a character in that game. And they call that game gooner bait, fucking essentially gooner slop, like what do you call it? Basically like a sex game, whatever. Like they tried to name it everything under the sun. And then Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. Or was out beforehand. I don't remember which one came out first. All I know is that these are two very popular video games made from two completely different sides of the aisle. And Baldur's Gate 3, the game that has actual nudity, by the way, the game that has literal dick and balls at the character creator screen, or titties, like the game that you can actually romance characters in. The game that you could actually do all that shit in, and instead of shitting on the game, they're like, no, this game's amazing. I did all this stuff. I can't wait to romanticize Astarion and you know, lick his elven balls. That's gonna be clipped. That's gonna be clipped. Oh, that's so funny. Listen, both of those games are good. Both of those games are good. They're good for their own reasons. But my point is, there is one that was treated like shit. And
Don't forget about the bear to Hypno.
Oh, how could you forget about the bear? How can you forget about the bear? There's one game that was treated like shit by the gaming media, and there was another game that was treated like a godsend to all things goonery. You know how many articles are out there that I could go find right now that have horny in the title when talking about Baldur's Gate 3? From the gaming media, the same gaming media that was shitting on Stellar Blade for having a character with no nudity, no nothing whatsoever. She just had some hot outfits. And they were like, yeah, this is gooter bait. This is gooter bait. It's chud bait. It's like, this is why, in my opinion, this is and they do it all the time. Western game does something goonery, usually to a higher extent, and they don't say anything bad. Eastern video game does something a little goonery that's not as bad as the supposed Western game. Nope. There's no pass. You gotta shit on it. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. After a while, you kind of have to say, it's a little bit weird. You know, like, are you actually racist?
Western
like, no,
devs make women butch yet call misogyny.
I don't like using the word racist because, like, very rarely, because it's lost all its meaning. It's lost all its meaning. But after a while, you kind of have to be like, I'm running out of options here. I'm running out of explanations here. Like, help me understand, you know? But realistically, we're just not going to be able to understand. It's a double standard that they'll try to pretend like doesn't exist, but it's there. It's absolutely there, right? Core says, thoughts on Ill? I think any other game trailer for 2027 looks bad compared. Honestly, Core, thanks for the comment. Bro, I am so stupid excited for Ill. I think Ill looked fantastic. I don't give a fuck what Tiger King says in the chat about how much he despises it. That game looked so good. My only concern is that it's one of those like vertical slice things where it's not a real game, and the trailer is just like the trailer, you know?
Expectations.
Yo, Benjamin, thank you for the 2. I'm gonna go through these super chats. Give me a second. That's my biggest concern, but like the trailer looked unbelievably good, dude. Unbelievably good, and just the dismemberment, the way that the skin like just falls off the body, it's crazy, bro. It's the detail's insane, and I really hope that game holds that level of detail, because if the gameplay trailer has that amount of detail and then the real game does not, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna be pissed, bro, if it doesn't have that level of detail. Like, don't sell me on that shit and then like don't deliver, you know? But yeah, no, as of right now, I'm excited for it, but obviously, you know, we kind of just wait and see. So yeah, they need a gameplay trailer. That's what they need. Like they've been showing like on and off fake gameplay. I don't want no fake gameplay. Like I want a real gameplay trailer. All right, let's go over these supers really quick, McKee, with the 5. Thank you, brother. I don't think they're going to be saving it at all, unfortunately. Dare Salta with the 2. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the Killzone comment. Mitchell with the 2. Thank you, sir. Rooting for the CCP devs. Speaking of CCP devs, I mean, they also attacked Black Myth Wukong. Core says there is gameplay. Yeah, but is it like a long amount of gameplay, or is it like 30 seconds that's mixed in different parts of a cinematic trailer? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I don't want vertical slice looking gameplay. I want uninterrupted with a UI style gameplay. That's what I want. I want to see how it all works. I don't want this vertical slice gameplay shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they did it with Black Myth Wukong too. Bro. Wukong never goes on sale. It's never gonna go on sale. Those Chinese guys, they're like, listen, you buy. You all buy at full price. You don't tell me no. We see you. You buy. You buy right now. That's what they already know. We watched it on Papa Meat live stream. Who the fuck is Papa Meat? Hey, yo. Time out. That's a pause. That is a pause and 3/4. You're almost at a double pause. Ain't no man out there should be called Papa Meat. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. That's crazy. That's Meat Canyon? Papa Meat's a good... Meat Canyon? Oh, Papa Meat's Meat Canyon? Is Meat Canyon the guy with, like, the animations and shit? I don't be watching people, bro. People come in here and they mention names like I should know them, and half of the time I don't, and I feel bad. He's the guy with the animations. Yeah, I've seen some of his videos go viral. Yeah, I think I watched a couple of them. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about then. All right, cool. So they call him Papa Beat. That's crazy. Papa Beat is crazy, bro. That's a hell of a title, dude. We got Dre with the 2-banger. Eastern devs won't promote Western propaganda. Again, that's not necessarily true. Because even some of the best Eastern video games have some Western bullshit in it once it gets localized. And again, you could blame the localizers for it. Realistically, what's happening, and I've talked about this many times over, that in Japan, they rely on Western consultancy on certain aspects, certain things, and even on things they don't agree with or don't understand. They don't agree with the A and B shit. They don't understand it. They don't agree with it. They don't like it. But they have been convinced. I'm not kidding. They've been convinced by localizers that live in Japan, Western localizers that live in Japan. They've been convinced that in order for the game to release in the US, it has to have that. It actually has to have that. That's what one of them said. I forgot what game it was. They did the interview and then he took the video down because it blew the lid on all that shit. You had a couple of Japanese devs. I forgot what game it was. I don't know if it was Dragon Quest or something, but they were basically saying that they don't understand what the A and B thing is. They don't get it. But they were consulted on the fact that they need to have that in the game.
Speaking of Asian game devs, have you seen Rules of Engagement, Grey State?
Rules of Engagement, Grey State? No. I have not. It was Dragon Quest, right? Shadow Warden, thank you for the 5. I have not. What? I'll have to check that out, Shadow Warden. It was Dragon Quest, right? Yeah. HD 2D remake. Yeah, so they were consulted on that stuff. And they were essentially told that for the game to release in the US, it has to have this kind of stuff. That's what they get told over there, you know? And they believe it. They believe it. So it's what it is. You know, that's why you have video games like Elden Ring that very clearly don't do anything other than A and B bullshit. Even that game has A and B bullshit in it because they feel like they have to put it in there. Meat Canyon calls himself Papa Meat.
Stellar Blade is like when Metal Gear Solid when was at his prime. Can't wait Stellar Blade 2.
Yeah, I can't either, Squash Custom. I can't. Hey, thank you for the 5, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I cannot wait for Stellar Blade 2. It's going to be... I think that game's going to be so huge because it's going to be day and date. It's going to be day and date on PC. And Stellar Blade 1 already did way better than it ever did on PS5. And that was releasing like a year or so later. So I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a good time. Is it Power World have an A and B? It does. Power World has A and B. Yep. Yes, it does. All right, let's where am I at? We got Adair Soto with the 5. Just an example, like X-Play. Yep, we talked about that. X-Play is definitely guilty of that. A lot of these older shows are guilty for a lot of anti-Asian shit. It's amazing if you go back in time, if you could find some of these like shows and stuff. If you go back in time, you'll be surprised how much like anti-Asian sentiment there was out there. It was a lot, dude. It really was. It was a lot. And like people don't realize that, but it was a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it for the 2. David with the 2. Appreciate it. Western devs make women butch yet call misogyny. Yeah, well, that's kind of how it goes. Appreciate it, brother. Benjamin with the 2. Thank you. The big oak tree of low expectations. I know. Ian Christmas with a 5 saying absolutely nothing. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you, sir. Shadow Warden, thank you again for the 5. Appreciate it, man. And Squash Custom, thank you again for the 5. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'll check out that game, Shadow Warden. Over on Rumble, let's see. Rumble. We got Torno. Oh, I already read that one. Hold on. Torno says for it 2. Don't leave PlayStation for a week. Leave them for a single console generation only, then evaluate if you want to go back or not. That's fair. That's fair. I think that is a good mindset to have. Again, I haven't had PS Plus for like I think it's definitely over 3 years at this point, I think. I haven't had PS Plus, you know? I just don't care. I liked having the option of consoles because, again, I can't collect physical media on PC anymore. I did all the way up until the last time that I could on PC, but eventually, unfortunately, we lost that battle. So I would use consoles to like collect, you know, like a little something. I wouldn't try to collect everything. I would just want to collect physical versions of the games that I really like. you know, which is why I have Stellar Blade on PS5, even though I played it on PS5 and I also played it on PC, but I primarily played it on PC. But I would collect like certain video games. But Stellar Blade was my last physical copy that I bought from PlayStation. So, and that's only because I wanted to support the game, you know. Then I ended up loving the game, so I bought it on PC again. Where are we at? Torno, thank you for the 2, brother. And then another 2 says, any game system boycott less than a week won't even reach the notice of the accountants. P.S. All Hypno brand fur boots are made with 100% Wookiee. No woodland creatures are harmed in their baking, of course.
Eventually the JP gaming part will crash and soon realizes that the localizers were lying the SH out of them and have to do damage control. Long time.
Fun fact, that's kind of what happened to Square Enix. That's kind of what happened to Square Enix. They fired a lot of the Western studios. I don't know if you guys saw that. After the major flop that was Forspoken, they fired a lot of Western studios. So that's kind of like the rumor, I suppose. But I mean, the firings are not a rumor. That's been confirmed. But like the reason for it, I feel like that's kind of where that came from, you know. But thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. You know, they still have like an ethics department, I believe, and stuff like that. They still have Western localizers and shit, you know, but that's where we're at with that. I killed it with my freaking mind. Yeah, I know. I did that with my mind. God, what terrible. Oh my God, that game is horrible. Deadeye's Lock with a dollar. Don't worry if you miss your chance to get Lao Fei physical. You can always check the junkyard for copies like Forspoken. Bro, I don't even think it's going to be in the junkyard, to be honest with you. Torno with a 2 says, want action? Force Sony to explain to their stockholders, boycott 90 plus days at the minimum. Well, see, the thing is, they're going to do the gaslighting approach like they always do, just like Ubisoft. And Sony's going to gaslight their investors with the numbers from Grand Theft Auto. They're going to be like, see, we just announced the removal of physical media and we got rewarded for it by all of these, this massive increase in revenue from the sales of Grand Theft Auto 6. Yay! You know, and that's what it's going to be. Abhorrent Soul gives some membership over on Rumble. Appreciate that, Abhorrent Soul. Thank you, my man. All right, we are caught up, guys. Holy shit, what a great conversation. We are caught up. Let's talk about the Pokemon thing. I want to talk about the Pokemon thing because that shit is crazy. I don't know if you guys saw the story, but I want to go over that, so don't go anywhere, guys. Like the stream, number 1. Like the stream, number 1. Core says, you are right to be skeptical about ill, but if they deliver, it might be the best game of the decade. Listen, for me, Core, I don't know if you're new here. I'm sorry, I don't recognize your name. I apologize, but great questions. For me, it's like I'm always a skeptic. You always got to be a skeptic, you know? It doesn't mean that you can't get excited for things. Like, yeah, of course, I'm excited for a lot of different video games. But you got to be a skeptic in these days, like this day and age, because there's just too much fuckery going on. There's way too much fuckery going on, and unfortunately, the like we talked about on Saturday, the enemy gets smarter. Yeah, Ron DFK, that's a great example. Ron DFK could tell you when before Crimson Desert came out, I was interested, but I was probably one of the biggest fucking skeptics of that game. I was saying, like, dude, when a company is promising you all these things, there's just no way they could deliver on all that. Like, how are they going to deliver on all that? And then come to find out, when you play the game, they actually delivered on pretty much like 99, 98% of what they said was going to be in the game. Aside from like a couple of, like, if you played on controller, you probably didn't like it as much because of the controller mapping. A lot of people are not used to Korean style video games with some very interesting controller mapping. So that was a big deal. But I was a huge skeptic on Crimson Desert. And I was like, I don't know, man. The game's promising everything. I also think what it was, and I mentioned this, I was like, I think with Crimson Desert, there were people that were on social media that were doing these weird fucking campaigns trying to promote Crimson Desert with absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit, bro. Like, it's like they were trying to make it seem as if you can use XYZ item the entire game. And I'm like, listen, if this game was initially supposed to be an MMO, whatever the fuck it was, there are quests, there are missions in MMORPGs that'll give you an item that you can use temporarily, like a jetpack or something along those lines. And people were using those temporary items, and they were trying to make it seem as you could do this in Crimson Desert, you could do that in Crimson Desert. And it turned into this massive campaign of like, bro, can pigs fly in Crimson Desert? You know what I mean? Like, it just, after a while, it just became like a thing where you could just do literally anything. And the game comes out, and yeah, I mean, most of the stuff you actually can do, you know, on a fairly consistent basis, but some of it you couldn't. So it was, you know, I think it was a social media thing. Anyway, let's talk about it. Let's keep going. You could ride a dragon rarely, exactly. But they'll show the dragon, and they'll be like, oh, you could ride a dragon in Crimson Desert, and they'll make it seem as if you could do it the entire game, but you can't, right? It's like you can only do it sometimes. But anyway, until you unlock it or whatever. But anyway, that's besides the point. R.I.P. Choppy. Choppy didn't die. He's just visiting his family or something. Kagami says you can now. I'm sure you probably can now. I'm just saying, like, in general, I think that game was it was a game that had social media misleading it. That's what I think it was. Wyvern is a permanent mount now. Well, can't wait to see it when I go back to that game eventually in like 2045. Green Drop Media, what's up, dude? Says, what's up, bro? Dropped a like. I appreciate that, guys. Like the stream. We're about half of the likes as we have viewers. We're like 500 plus on YouTube. I guess it's really hard to lift that thumb. I know it's hard, guys, but you got to lift that thumb, man. Lift that thumb. Do your best. Just lift it. I know it's heavy. You've been playing a lot of Power World. It's heavy. I get it. Just lift it and just land it on the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Land it on the thumbs up. All right. I will once I see Halo Remake gifted a Hypno. It already was, Dante. It already was by fucking Toxin and Wizard doing their little shenanigan bullshit planning because Wizard wanted to review the game, but he wanted to sacrifice me in order to fucking do it. Fucking dick. He knows what he did. It happened on SNH, Dante. It happened on Saturday. McKee. Damn.
Eliza tier 1.
Holy shit.
We got a massive $30.58 fucking cent donation from McKee, helping us get to tier 1 exactly. And also throwing it in there for Eliza. You love to see it. Boys, we got a battle going on. Eliza versus Nanami. Vote for whoever you want. Put the name first. And by the end of the stream, we're going to figure out who's moving on to the next round, boys. We got another bracket we got to figure out. Tomorrow's battle is going to be Maharu versus Android 18. So you Dragon Ball motherfuckers better show up tomorrow. You better show up tomorrow, bitches. Show up. Dante says we're shitting on you with Alex. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. I understand. It's okay. Alex enjoys that, I'm sure. McKee, thank you, bro. Thank you for the $30.58. I appreciate it. All right, let me pause TTS. Guys, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about Pokemon. And it's not going to be a felting of, Pokemon against Power World. Guys, we need to talk about the Pokemon Company because they are doing something that will blow your mind. And realistically, I can't exactly disagree with it, but I also don't like the premise of it just because obviously facial recognition, data harvesting, all of that stuff. There's a lot to this, right? So anyway, everybody knows that scalping is a huge problem, right? Scalping is a symptom of an otherwise free market. And it's one of those things where it's like, I don't like scalping. Obviously, I hate scalping, but realistically, it's kind of unavoidable when you have an open and free market. I would rather have an open and free market versus, having something that's governmentally regulated where they overcorrect and it ends up being something where everybody gets fucked. But anyway, so the Pokemon Company has been trying to deal with scalpers for a while. If you've ever seen a Pokemon scalper video, I mean, these guys are out there fighting each other, beating each other to shit. It's crazy. It's crazy what they're doing out there for Pokemon cards, right? So with all that being said, now in Japan, they're introducing a brand new technology. And this, it's basically true PvP, exactly. It's real life PvP. they're introducing a technology that's going to help fight against scalpers, where they're introducing facial recognition technology. I'm not even kidding. Facial recognition technology that is going to check you at the door of the Pokemon card stores in Japan. And it's essentially to try to prevent scalping from happening by scanning your face and adding it to a database. And if you come up as a scalper, you will be instantly denied and you won't even be able to get in the door, right? And every customer is going to have to submit to this in order to get inside of a Pokemon card store in Japan. In a bid to counter Pokemon TCG scalping and prevent crime, Pokemon card stores in Japan are introducing a new facial recognition system. All of this is over shiny cardboard, by the way. We're talking about people that are fighting kids over shiny cardboard. It's pretty crazy. Now, again, I understand why they're doing this, but I also just part of me just can't accept that. You know, like I feel like it's pretty wild. Facial recognition technology. What are you, the fucking CIA? Like I just feel like for Pokemon cards and to try to prevent scalping, I don't know. This is a tough one. I feel like this is going a little far in order to try to prevent scalping, you know, but realistically, I'm sure the laws are different in Japan, obviously. I would be curious to see if this comes over to the US. That's what I would be curious about, because I don't know if you guys know, but the Pokemon vending machines, a lot of the stores have been getting their machines taken out. Yes, it's gotten that bad. They don't even want to have Pokemon trading card machines in the stores anymore because people have been fighting in Walmart's, Targets, you know, Sam's Clubs, whatever. They're basically removing the vending machines from most of the stores. There are some stores that still have it, and I think those are like the less trafficy, like more rural kind of stores. But at all these city stores, they get a ton of traffic. Yeah, people were fighting over this stuff. So I don't know how I feel about a facial recognition technology that is, being utilized to stop scalping. And I'm curious, because if this ends up being successful, which I have a feeling it probably will be, unless there's corruption from inside the store, like nothing's stopping an employee from letting someone in the store. Nothing's stopping an employee from being like, yeah, you could come in. And the next thing you know, he's selling them a ton of cards and then getting a little bit of a cut on the side. Like nothing's stopping them from doing that. So this is all essentially, you know, it all depends on how ethical the employees actually are. But to have this level of tech to create a database of supposed scalpers, I don't know, dude. I just think that this is going a bit far. Pokemon Company in Japan has introduced a new measure to counter Pokemon TCG scalpers, a facial recognition system that will check to see if someone has entered a store more than once in one day and refuse re-entry to those who attempt to purchase from a select location twice in the space of 24 hours. So they don't want you going in there more than once a day. And that's essentially they're not going to ban you from the store overall. It's just they have a 1 day, 1 item policy. So if they see you going in for more than one a day, then you'll get banned. This news comes directly from the official Pokemon card game website. In an update issued on July 24th, for context, this is a completely separate measure from the one issued on July 21st via the same website, which stated that Japan's government ID, My Number cards, will be used to limit Pokemon TCG purchases and lottery entries online and in stores. Oh, shit. Online as well. At Pokemon card stores, in order to provide a safe and secure shopping environment for all customers to prevent crime and to ensure compliance with the appropriate entry and purchase rules, we'll be using facial recognition system to verify the identity of customers aged elementary school age and older when they enter the store and receive their numbered tickets. Bro, they're even scanning kids? All right, this is getting a little weird now. They're scanning kids now too? I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I don't know how I feel about this. That's bad. I feel like that's pretty bad. But anyway, elementary school age and older when they enter the store and receive their numbered tickets, reads a notice on the. I guess it's because since they're scanning kids, they're trying to do that because adults will utilize kids on their behalf. So they'll send a kid in there like multiple times with money or something, I guess. But even still, it's like I can't. Like now you're scanning kids. That's weird. When they enter the store and reads the notice on the Pokemon card website, machine translated from Japanese, to ensure compliance with our entry rules, if we observe multiple attempts to enter the store, our staff may speak to you individually. Oh, they're going to speak to you. Based on the way the notice is worded, getting caught attempting to bypass the facial recognition checks and enter a store twice in one day will simply earn you a stern talking to. It's also unclear if these one-time entry checks are per store or prevent you from entering subsequent Pokemon stores too. While the response to the announcement outside of Japan has been somewhat mixed, the comments from those in Japan on Pokemon's information post on X seem to be almost unanimously in favor of the newly announced scheme. Personally, I think it's depressing that scalping has become such an issue that something like this is being considered in the first place. But I can't say I'd be psyched about the idea of consenting to a Face ID scan just to buy some cardboard if checks like this were put into place in other regions. And that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I'm a little concerned because if this is successful, then what Pokemon is going to do is they're going to say, well, okay, maybe we can roll this out everywhere. And if they start rolling this out everywhere, bro, you mean to tell me I gotta submit a facial scan in order to buy some fucking Pokemon cards, man? That's insane. And then it's probably gonna they're probably gonna try to affect you in online sales as well. I don't know. I just think it's fucking Pokemon cards, bro. Like, why are we going this far? Why are we going this far? I don't know. Listen, man, I've seen the videos, and I know you guys have seen the videos. I know pretty much all of you have seen like scalper videos and stuff. And like I said, scalping is a symptom of an otherwise free market. And I would rather have the scalping with the free market than have government overcorrection and complete control over what you can buy and not buy, how much you can sell it for. Like, I don't want the government telling me what I could buy something for, what I could sell something for. Like, I don't want them doing that. Limited amounts of stuff like that. You know, that's what I'm concerned about. Kaiser says, why are you concerned is to keep stupid scalpers. You know why? Douchebag. Wow. So I'm a douchebag for being concerned about people that are being scanned who are not scalpers. So, because again, that everybody has to get scanned. I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to answer as nicely as possible. Everybody gets scanned, but only 1% of those people are scalpers. So I understand you may like bending over and getting completely, utterly rammed in the ass by big government daddy. I'm sure that's like a thing, perhaps. Maybe, maybe just like getting it really stretched out, like really wide, maybe even challenging Bonnie Blue a little bit. But that's not everybody, right? Not everybody likes to get utterly fucking destroyed by Uncle Sam and Big Daddy. Right? Like, we like to keep our booty holes pretty tight. You know what I'm saying? Why are you so worried, though? I don't care because I don't have anything to hide. Why worry? Oh, that's the excuse, right? That's the excuse. Yeah. Just let the government, let governments and corporations just completely fucking destroy your privacy and your right to privacy because you supposedly have nothing to hide. Listen, 99% of the people have nothing to hide. Does that mean that the government or anybody could just walk in your fucking house and just like completely, just utterly shove their dick in your throat? You got nothing to hide, right? Yeah, just give up your privacy. It's fine. Just it's all good. Just let them walk in your house. You must be from like the UK or something, right? There's no way you're a red. It doesn't bother you. Damn, bro. These are the people. These are the people that corporations love, bro. These are the people that governments love. They love people like that. They love like just good old fucking bootlicking, get on the knees, suck off the government, suck off the corporations. They love people like that, bro. Man, you got it, dude. You got much respect to that. You got it, bro. It can never be me, but you got it. You got it. This guy's like, yup, you want to come in my house? Fuck it. I got nothing to hide. You want to raid my house, break down my doors, fuck it. Fuck it. Why not? Why not? You don't trust them, but you have not. You don't trust them, but you will let them in your house. You don't trust them, but you will let them do all kinds of shit to violate you, your privacy, and all that shit. You don't trust them, but you'll let them do that? That makes no fucking sense, bro. Let me in your house, bro. You got nothing to hide? Let me in your house, brother. It's all good. Just show me where the valuables are. It's all good. I need to take them for research purposes. Stop exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. I'm literally not exaggerating. Look what's happening in the UK right now. It's not an exaggeration. There are people that are being arrested for mean words in the UK. There are people being locked up right now for mean words in the UK. And you can laugh about it. You know, you're probably trolling, and that's perfectly fine. But realistically, that's actually happening. There's things happening, and it's insane that you don't seem to get that a government with power easily given is a government that you cannot easily take power away from. It actually is insane that people like you don't get that. And that you think because you have nothing to hide, that somehow means it's okay for you to get completely fucked in the ass, especially. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no fucking sense. That's crazy, bro. Hey, but listen, it's all good. It's all good. Again, the douchebag comment, that was fun. You didn't necessarily have to do that, but I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Anyway, so we're going to keep going. So while the response outside of Japan is mixed, which is to be expected because I guess people are more freedom loving outside of there. I'm just not worried, buddy. GG. Okay. That's fair. I mean, I'm not worried either. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let me just check something real quick. Channel activity. Let's see. You've been commenting. Let's see. Commenting on my channel since... How far back does it go? You got a lot of history on the channel. Let me see. You commented on a video about Bloodborne Returns. You said, who gives a shit? Just give us a game sequel. Yeah, you lose if you fuck your deck. What? I'm trying to just... What's with this gay energy? Just to enjoy games better. Never mind, it's Final Fantasy 14. I thought you wanted 16. All right, you got a good amount. Sorry, I'm just reading your history on the channel. You got a good amount. Not too far, been a while. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I appreciate the history of comments on the channel, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. You be good, bro. You be good. I hope you are I hope you're not in the UK, bro. That's all I gotta say. I hope you're not in the UK. Just be well, bro. Be well. I'm just doing to you what you want the government to do to you. You're okay with having no say in anything. You're okay with people just like completely fucking you in the throat. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just doing what you said you're okay with. You can't get mad at me for it. Let's move on. So, in any case, I agree, ironically, with Kotaku, which I know is not something we say often, but I agree with Kotaku in the sense of I think it's crazy that we're supposed to just be trusting a company to face scan you. And while I do understand that there are some people out there that are absolutely okay with it because they really want their cardboard really, really bad, at the end of the day, most people are not going to be okay with that. Now, to be fair, there are other countries that have more submissive people. You know, there are even people out there that would be okay with you raiding their house because they have nothing to hide. But ultimately, that's not everybody. And the problem is that if the submissive, easily controlled people end up letting these companies do these things, what ends up happening is then they feel like they could do it to all the people who are not easily controlled. That's the problem, you know, and that's my biggest concern. Because there's a lot of people out there that, you know, realistically don't like freedom, which is kind of weird, I know, but that's just what it is. They don't like freedom. To be fair, there's a lot of people in the U.S. that don't like freedom either. They say they do, but they really don't. Because with freedom comes accountability, and they don't like it. But hopefully this does not spread past the, what do you call it? The Japanese community. Hopefully, but you never know because scalping's it's a big problem in the U.S. too. Big problem in the U.S. It's I mean, just anytime you know what happens. Anytime, look what happened with Gundam, bro. I'll give you an example. Gundam, I bought a booster box. What did I spend for? I bought the GDO5 booster box for like $110, right? From a store. That same booster box right now on TCG Player is being sold for, I believe, almost $220 within 24 hours. within 24 hours, and they're selling hundreds of booster boxes like every couple of hours on TCG Player. It's actually crazy. You know, same thing happened with the PS5s. Look how long the scalping issue was with the PS5s. How long did it take? 2-3 years, right? It took like almost 3 years for the scalping problems to calm down with the PlayStation 5. You know, so it's wild. It's wild, but again, hopefully it doesn't get to that point. But can you imagine? Listen, I'm sure with AI and all the technology the way that it is, I'm sure that they would love to get to this point. Oh, just let us scan you. It's only a scan, bro. We're gonna delete it after. Yeah, trust us. Yeah, it's just a scan, bro. You know, but again, I want to reiterate for the people out there that I know that are scalpers that are gonna dislike this video, comment, and be like, oh, fuck you, whatever. I want to reiterate, scalping is a symptom of a free market. And I would much rather have the free market unregulated by the government, even though there are some people that love being regulated by the government, apparently. I would rather have the free market and deal with, what do you call it, than deal with the scalpers. That's what I would rather do personally. But again, it is what it is. So just let them take your blood, bro. I know. Just let them take your blood, bro. You can still be annoyed by something and still say you prefer the free open market. Like there's nothing wrong with saying that. You know? All right, let me catch up on supers really quick. Let me resume TTS.
Is Toxin still in trouble? Hypno, you're not ban him.
No, I never actually banned Toxin.
Incident Pokemon card.
True.
Let them fight. Winner gets a card set. Live stream it.
Actually, it's funny you bring up the McDonald's incident. I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. So the McDonald's incident was real bad. It was real bad because the McDonald's incident, you guys remember, when they were offering a card with like a Happy Meal or something, what scalpers were doing is they were going in, buying meals, taking the cards, and throwing the food out. They were throwing the food. That's so fucked up, bro. They were throwing the food out. There was piles and piles and piles of food, like on the floor, on the sidewalk, and everything. They were just throwing the food out. And I'm like, bro, if you're gonna scalp cards at McDonald's, the least you can do is like go take that food and go donate it to someone. Give it to like a homeless community or like whatever. Like just give the food to somebody. Like what the fuck are you doing? That's crazy, bro. Like that shit pissed me off. That pissed me off because I was like, that's taking it to a whole nother level. You thought it was Burger King? No, it was McDonald's. It was McDonald's. They were just dumping the food on the streets and shit. They were throwing the bags on the floor. It's insane, bro. It's like you could easily give the food. It's not that hard. You can find a shelter near you or something. Like there definitely is one nearby that won't take long to drive to. Just go drive to a fucking shelter, drop the food off to people. I'm sure they would very much appreciate it. But no, you just want to throw the food on the floor. And then like everybody was doing it. Like you guys are assholes. You guys are assholes. You deserve the worst. Like again, I understand it's a free market, but I can still say you deserve the worst. You know, if you're doing some shit like that. Yeah, and so they immediately stopped it. They how long did they run that? How long did they run that? They ran I'm trying to think. They ran that for like what, like a few days? Or something like that, you know? Lots of restaurants do that. They throw it out. So, do they throw out fresh hot food? I could understand if they throw out fresh hot food, that maybe somebody like didn't want or something like that, you know, 1 bag, 2 bags, whatever. Do they throw out a ton of fresh hot food just made? Food just made? No, they don't throw out food that's just made. They throw out food that sits there. Maybe it sat there all day. Maybe they sat there for a couple days. They don't make the food and then throw it out right away in a mass amount like that. You know, they can't donate. Like, I know there are certain rules and regulations. Like, for example, Target. I think Target and Walmart, they have rules. They have rules where like they can't donate certain food, even if it's something that could be considered good. They can't do it, so they end up processing it out, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. Google says less than 24 hours into a planned 3-day campaign. Oh, so that shit only lasted a day? That only lasted a day? Wow. No, that's crazy. So they took away the cards after a day. Wow. And they plan to run it for 3 days. Yeah, they didn't even last 3 days. It's crazy, bro. Unbelievable. I hate when I return a mistaken order and they throw that away. Yeah, I mean, I can see them doing that. I can see them doing that. But again, like, if you are ordering food, it's one thing if the restaurant's throwing it out for XYZ reason. It's another thing if you're a person and you just ordered food and it's hot, it was just made, there's nothing stopping you from giving that to someone. Like, you could just that's what I'm saying. You just give it to someone. If the company can't do it because they have certain regulations or they don't want to get in trouble, okay, what about you? You're not the company. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. You're not the company. You're a person. You got no rules. You got no regulations. Go donate that shit. You know it's good. Donate it. Give it to someone. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, you go to jail if you do that shit in Japan. Well, again, if it's Japan, I don't know their rules, right? I don't know their... The only thing I know about Japan is that you can't take food home. They don't believe in taking food home from restaurants. Am I correct on that? Is that still a thing in Japan? They don't let you take food home. It's like, it's not like in the US where you could take food home and shit. Like in Japan, you can't take food home. They don't want to run the risk of like food poisoning or something like that. Whatever the reasons are. I'm pretty sure you can't take food home. I'm almost positive that's the case. At least that's what I remember anyway. So, wow, that's stupid. I mean, again, I don't know the rules. I don't know the country's, laws or whatever. I'm just saying, like, damn, man. I'm like, damn. Is that? Can we not just give the food? I think take home is mainly an American custom. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. As opposed to food poisoning, eating at the restaurant. Well, I guess they could try to blame it on something else, I suppose. Probably don't get portions big enough to take home. No, I think well, their portions are definitely smaller, but I don't think it's about portion size. I don't think it's about portion size. Hey, yo, you could take your lady boys home? Stop it. The fuck? Anyway, moving on. The
Gundam-based Tokyo does it already.
Mitchell, thank you for the 2, brother. Appreciate it.
Lets them in his wife
Dre,
too.
thank you for the 2. Hey, yo.
Take the McDonald's food to the homeless.
Take the McDonald's food to the... Mitchell, thanks for the 2. McKee, that's crazy, bro. Lets them in his wife too? Probably. I mean, hey, what's the big deal? She got nothing to hide, right? We got to check every crevice, boys. Every crevice. Listen, if you got nothing to hide, I guess I'm just going to have to check every single crevice. I normally skip this part. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. Hold up. Nah, no, it's too late. The rules have been set. The rules have been set, paper ligers. There ain't no holding up. That's it. The rules have been set. Oh, man. Japan hides their homeless people. Yeah, so does California. So who cares? All right, boys. We, man, what a crazy night tonight's been. Holy shit. It's been a wild Sunday. We got all the weirdos coming out today, man. We had arguments happening at the beginning of the stream. I don't even know if that guy is still here. Whose wife? Oh, the guy who is okay with the government railing him. So if he has a wife, you're like, hey, listen, if she got nothing to hide, we got to make sure every single crevice gets properly checked. Because we're the government, we can do whatever the fuck we want. You understand? Core says food doesn't go as fast in the U.S. Than raw fish Japan diet. That's true. They do have more of like a fish diet. That's true. That's absolutely true. He was your biggest fan. Let him. It's all good. It's all good. I don't care if somebody calls me a douchebag, but like, holy shit, brother, you're gonna be like a government deep throater. Like that's a little bit rough, you know. And then you're gonna speak from a place of like, I think that if somebody speaks like that, they are very comfortable people. You know, I can't imagine anybody that's had any hardship in their life in any capacity being okay with that level of like government dominance on them. I just feel like most people just would not completely like that. Like that's just like I think it was trolling. I think it was trolling. There's nobody that would be completely 100% like that unless they grew up in like communism. You know, then that's something a little bit different. But like I don't think he was 100% like that. I just think it was trolling because that was kind of weird. You know, it's a little weird. Maybe it's sincere. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I mean, don't get it twisted. I've seen some people that are like, they just believe whatever anybody of authority, they just believe anything anybody of authority tells them. I think we all kind of know someone like that, but I feel like that took it to a whole nother level. that was a whole other level. It was just like, yeah, man, you want to go in my house? You want to search all my stuff? You want to do all this stuff? Yeah, sure, why not? That's crazy, bro. That's
the price
weird.
Of freedom is constant vigilance.
True. Dre, thank you for the 2. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's like it's kind of weird, bro. Like nobody's saying we have anything to hide. It's like, but at the end of the day, just because you have nothing to hide doesn't mean you don't like your privacy. Like, do you not like your privacy? That's kind of weird, right? Maybe he's a voyeur. I didn't think about that. Maybe he's a voyeur. Maybe he likes everybody being in his shit. Maybe he likes having his balls out. Just like every hair in the wind. You know what I'm saying? That's probably it. That could be it. If they don't have rights, Hypno? Yeah, I suppose. Paper Lager says, I remember being a young dumbass thinking government oversight was generally helpful. I think everybody goes through that moment in time where they think like especially if you're younger, you don't realize that the world is not your friend, right? Especially government. The worst things the government could ever say to you is, we are the government. We're here to help. You guys know that. I would hope, anyway.
Because they want to become oppressed, Hypno.
No, it's because I think that a lot of people underestimate how much other people actually enjoy not having to worry about anything. Right? So there are people out there that would say that they love freedom and stuff, but then are completely okay with like government dominance. It's weird. And it's because a lot of, especially women, like I see this coming from women a lot of people don't like responsibility. They just don't. And the more free you are, the more accountable you are for yourself, the more responsibility you have. And some people actually genuinely don't like having responsibility, and they will prefer the consistency of being told what to do every day versus having to figure out every day when they wake up what to do for the day. This is why most people, no shade to anybody, most people tend to work a very strict 9 to 5 kind of job, something with structure, because that structure provides a level of comfort that a lot of people like being in. You know, a lot of people like being in that level of comfort, feeling that level of comfort, and it works for some people. It does work for some people. It doesn't work for everybody, but it does work for some people. So you have to fight for freedom. It is not guaranteed. True. It never is. It never is. But Adair, thank you for the 2, brother. Appreciate you, man. Let me check Rumble really quick. Rumble, what do we got, man? What are you doing? Rumble, what are we doing, man? I think I called out Abhorrent Souls membership. Pretty sure. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you again for that. I think we're caught up. All right, we're caught up. Any gifted games before I continue? Let me just check. Yes, there is.
Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Ben Franklin.
That's one of my favorite quotes of all time.
Soon blood sample required to buy Pokemon 30th UPC.
Bro, you want to buy this Pokemon card? You have to give us your DNA, bitch. Give us your DNA. What are you worried about? What do you got? You got something to hide? Is this a little blood? You got something to hide, bitch? It's crazy. Thank you. I appreciate that, Dre, for the 2. McKee, yes, one of my favorite quotes of all time, man. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. A lot of people willing to do that. Why do you think anytime the government wants to enact something that you know is fucked up, they always do it under the guise of safety? It's because they know that people, when they hear the word safety, their guards drop. They immediately think that someone's looking out for them. They think it's in their best interest without ever thinking about it. It's always about safety because that's the easiest Trojan horse to get into the minds of people and to drop their guard to allow certain fuckery to go down. It's just what it is. Anyway, this is the gaming channel, boys. This is the gaming channel. Yo, Angmar, bro, gifted flat out Ultimate Carnage Collector's Edition. Ready for aggressive adrenaline-filled ride that leaves you breathless? Ultimate Carnage Collector's Edition is all about destructive action with carnage modes like the Deathmatch Derby. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Angmar, what a legend, bro. Shout out to Angmar. Thank you, sir, for that. Bro, he's going again. Wait, hold on. 30th. Wait, what? Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary Roll Tour. I didn't have this game? Really? That's actually kind of shocking. I didn't have this? Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, Angmar. I appreciate that. I will definitely play Duke Nukem all day long. Kick ass and chew bubblegum. What the fuck is this? Order 13. You wake up in a dark warehouse, tasked with packing orders while something lurks in the shadows. Work fast, stay safe, and protect your cat.
The government would open arms, winking face emoji.
Hey, yo, relax. Relax. No, I don't. Dare Soto, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Bro, what the fuck is this, Angmar? I've never heard of this game. What is this? Is this... Oh, actually... Well, first off, thank you.
Sony microchip in skull required to buy and use PS6.
You got to log into your game with your... You have to log into your system with your mind. The only way to log into a PS6 is with your mind. It's only a chip. Don't worry about it. You know? Oh, shit, Biden. Fuck.
But think of the sniff and sniff kids. What you don't care about kids. Then skin your face. Give us your dinner and you can make sure we know you're safe.
You know what's sad? What's sad is that I know like he's joking, but that's not a joke. That's something he would actually say. Almost. Like that's almost scarily accurate. Especially like what, you don't care about the kids? Let us scan your face and we'll make sure you're safe. Something along like you just know they will say some shit like that. That's the sad part. Trey, thank you for the 10. I appreciate that, bro. Dante says Hypno is a pipeline to give it government our rights. What the fuck? Whoa. Whoa. Dante, what's with the Feltings? Wait. Oh, hold on. Hold on there, Sonny. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jeeper says it's always safety. They want to scan license plates and point A and B in time to determine if you were speeding. Yeah, I know. They're doing that in a lot of cities. I know. Core says gaming channel, huh? Thoughts on Power World? Fucking love it, man. I haven't been able to play it the last 2 days very much because I've been a little bit TCG obsessed.
Alien, but probes are for our own good.
It's just a dick in your ass, you know? Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about Power World is just it's so good.
Is an indie
Core,
horror
it's so
game
good.
like picking up orders at a Costco and tea goes down. Don't forget to protect the cat.
Don't forget to protect the cat. I feel like you've played this. All right, Agmar. I'll definitely check it out. I like the sound of that. All right. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the 5. And thank you for the gifted games, man. Yeah, so I want to get back on Power World like immediately, but it's just I've been really TCG obsessed. I'm sleeving a lot of cards, filming a lot of content for my TCG channel. So I haven't been able to play much outside of like doing expeditions. I'm almost level 70
They got
though.
well done steak just for you, Hypno.
Oh, all right. No, that's egregious. That's worse than what the other guy was doing with the whole govern me harder, daddy. No, if you want to eat wood, go eat wood. Stop wasting steak. Stop it. That's not acceptable. I'm almost level 70 in Power World, so I'm working on that. Once I hit level 70, 71 around there, I'm going to try to... I actually unlocked another tower, so I got to do that as well. Power World stream tonight? No Power World stream tonight. I'm going to finish up the TCG stuff that I'm doing. I got a lot of cards to go through. I got 2 more boxes to go through. I also I bought like a phone mount. I bought the thing that people use to list TCG cards on TCG Player. So it has like a white base with a light that shines on the white base, and then you could place a card on the base, and then it has a mount for your phone right above it so that it holds the phone. So I'm going to use that to like do content with, and it'll make it really nice to like see the cards and being able to, it'll just look nicer. It'll look a lot nicer for people. So that's the plan. You have to unlock towers. Yeah, you got to unlock towers. You got to do quest lines to unlock towers. I think I'm on the 7th one. I'm pretty sure it's the 7th one. Wise says, man, you said you play the Avatar game. I said I would play a lot of games, but unfortunately time is of the essence here, boys. Unfortunately, I only have so much time in the world. But no, I am definitely going to be playing Avatar. I hear a lot of good things about it. It's actually doing fairly decent, isn't it? I mean, it's a fighting game, so I don't expect really big numbers for it. Let me see. So 4,500, 24-hour peak, 12,211. Is this early access or is it officially out? It's officially out, right? It's just completely out at this point. It's a $30 game. I hear the gameplay is pretty good. I hear it's pretty good. How much was that Avatar? It's actually kind of sick. Wait, you talking about me? I mean, between multiple different like animations and stuff and accessories, it's probably over $3,000 at this point, I would say.
Word is TCGs are the only thing Hypno sleeves up.
All right. I'm done. Thank you for the 2. I'm done. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Wow. Basic Rich says, Hypno, what is your favorite POW? I like Xenoguard right now, but again, I'm not like there. I like Xenoguard. I like, what's the name of the fucking God, the grass dragon. I forgot the name of that one. I'm sorry, but those are the 2 that I like right now. You're not cheap, Hypno? No. Well, I mean, I am usually, but not with that. All right, boys.
What site did you use for buying the Paul World TCG? I want to buy some at least.
The site that I use, it's sold out. It's sold out. And unfortunately, I don't like giving out that information, even though I know you're a good guy, MDW. There are people out there that are really fucking weird. And if they know where I bought it from, you'd be surprised what people would try to do. So I'd rather not say, just because I don't want to bring any nonsense to these websites. So that's basically it. But yeah, last I checked, it is sold out. It's pretty much sold out almost everywhere. Thank you for the 5, though. I appreciate it. I think, actually, hold on, time. I think Cassie had mentioned the website. What was the name of Cassie's website she mentioned? What was the name of the website Cassie mentioned? She said that there was still boxes there. What was the name of it? Was Game Nerds? JR says Game Nerds. Is that what it was? You gotta MDW check with Cassie, because she said that that website had some. So all right, boys, let's do the waifu battle. Yeah, it's Game Nerds. Okay, cool. Let's do the waifu battle. Let's figure out who's gonna win this. And then we're going to go from there, boys. All right. We're going to close out the stream after that. Thank you guys so much for the insane support today. I appreciate it. Zeroist says he got his from Game Nerds. There you go. MDW, there you go, bro. Game Nerds. Check that one out. Let's go, boys. Waifu battle time. Here we go.
Only one queen is walking out in. Hear that roar, feel the shake. No one leaves without a yell. The waifu battle, bring the thunder now. The waifu battle, knock the whole house down. Raise your hands, let the rivals fall. The waifu battle, we take it all. Now the mask comes off.
All right. Boys, we're going to decide between Nanami and Eliza. We got to figure out who is going to win this particular battle and move on to the next round. Hey, Basic Rich, I see you over on Rumble. Yes, it's Quivern. Quivern is the name of that pal. That's the one I like. I actually like Quivern. Pretty cool. All right, boys, let's get into this. Nanami versus Eliza, 2 rounds. And then we're going to finish it up and see who's going to move on to the next round, boys. We'll figure it out. Nanami versus Eliza, good girl versus the bad girl. Pretty interesting setup right now. We'll see how this goes. Lodge says I need to change my vote. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We'll see. What was the numbers? The numbers were Nanami at 17 and Eliza's at $30. We're 147 away from tier 2 currently. That's not bad. 17 and 30. It's fairly close. It's fairly close. We'll see.
Nanami.
Jason Long with the first strike with the 5 for Nanami. Appreciate that, man. That's a 5 for Nanami, closing the gap. Not bad. Not bad. Full Metal says 520 for a booster box. What booster box? Not Power World. No way. No fucking way, bro. Wow. This shit's getting out of hand, bro. It's getting out of hand. It'll go down. It'll go down. It's not gonna stay at that number. Oh, that was a whole case? Okay, that's different. If it was a case, that's fine. That's fine.
Eliza, if you play these videos through lossless scaling to add FPS, you can re-record them much smoother for future streams.
Appreciate that, Mitchell. Thank you for the 5.
Nanami. This really for tier 2. Anime girls.
Yo!
Holy shit.
Nanami back in the lead. Mitchell throwing a 5 in for Eliza. Frozen Dark dropping $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Nanami. But he says it's really for tier 2. But I respect that you attached it to a waifu. Most people don't do that. Most people don't do that, so that makes it interesting. Frozen Dark. I'm gonna get you your clips after this, brother. Shout out to Frozen
Hinata.
Dark. Look at this fucking troll, bro. Benching with a 2 for Hinata. Jesus. My God, man. Frozen Dark, I got you, man, after this. This is interesting now. First, Eliza was in the lead. Well, first, Nanami was in the lead. Then Eliza took over. Now Nanami's back in the lead. Bro, Tornal, what are you doing? Tornal over on Rumble dropped a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger. And he dropped it for Panda. What the fuck? He says anytime someone rides the corner some market, it's the public that suffers. Do not let Sony corner gaming. Bro, you really couldn't put that to a waifu? What are we doing? What a troll. I'm putting the ears on. We just hit tier 2, boys. Holy fucking shit.
Holy shit.
It's super chat, but it did not require me to scan my face, and that is just not safe. Tiffer.
Bro, don't even joke about that, because that could be a future. We don't even know. We don't even know, Trey. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Bro. Oh my God, dude. What is going on? Where did the panda come from? Where the fuck did the panda come from, bro? I'm trying to understand here. Jeez, bro. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. We just did it again, boys. Holy shit. All right, man. Listen. This is it. Final countdown. Nanami's in the lead. Anything could still happen. It's not technically over yet. It's not technically over yet. Here we go, boys. Final countdown. Last super chat that shows up on my screen is the one that counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Deadeye's lock with a 2 for Eliza on Rumble. Waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy shit.
God damn, man. Out of nowhere, Nanami comes in, sweeps it, because Frozen Dark dropped that $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. The good girl wins. We're going to wait for T-Jap to give us the final numbers so we can see exactly what it was. But for right now, we got to give Frozen Dark and we got to give Torinol clips. So let's make it happen, man. Let's go. Torinol, I need to know what you want, man. Hyperbanger!
I was sort of bored.
What a troll!
Bitches, let's bring the ladies in!
Torinol wants gingers. Let's go. All right, boys, we got the numbers in. Thank you, Torinol. Thank you, Frozen Dark, for those legendary fucking Red Boys. I appreciate that. The final numbers are we got Nanami at $122 flat versus Eliza at $37.58. The good girl won today, ladies and gentlemen. the winner and moving on to the next round is going to be none other than the one and the only Nanami, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the next round. Let's go. Not what I thought was going to happen, but I like being surprised. I like the surprise. Let's do it one more time, boys. One more time. Let's go. Coping and seething.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the waifu battle. She will move on to the next round, and we're going to find out tomorrow whether Android 18 is going to be the winner or is it going to be Maharu. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, boys. I'm sure you guys are all thinking Android 18, but you just never know. If somebody wants to troll, you never know. All right, boys. Thank you guys so much for an amazing stream today. I greatly appreciate it. Fantastic conversation. Hope every single one of you had a ton of fun today, as always. That's the plan. And I appreciate every single one of you guys being here, as you always are. Guys, I have a new TCG channel. If you enjoy trading card content, go consider checking that out. It's pretty much mimics my manga channel in terms of the content style. So if you enjoy manga, if you enjoy trading cards, go check out those channels. If you only want gaming stuff, continue to hang out here and on Hypnotic Gaming Live, regardless, whatever you do. I appreciate it very, very much. I am working on the Hypnotic Records channel so that we could get the music, what do you call it? So we can get the music up there that you guys want. I'm working on that. I'll get that up there as soon as possible. And when it's available, it'll be on my link tree, and the mods will, make sure you guys have it. So thank you guys again for everything. I appreciate it. Thank you for all donations. Thank you for helping us to get to tier 2 yet again. Appreciate that very, very much. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. Tiger King, Nanami won. Eliza lost. And I'll see every single one of you guys in the next one. We got videos tomorrow. Make sure to go check out the videos tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, every single day, boys. Monday through Friday. Well, actually, Monday through Saturday, technically. I don't do a video on Sunday. Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Check out the videos. Please make sure to go like them, comment, long view duration, all that great, beautiful stuff. My last PlayStation video did like almost 50,000 views or something like that. So you guys have been killing it. Appreciate it very, very much. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots. Hypno South American tour when? What the fuck? Go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye. Shout out to the Hypno mods. Love you guys. Appreciate you.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, we eat, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns!
black man. I bring light. 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 That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.